remember stories of Pearl Harbor quite well. I remember my dad telling the stories. He was, back in his day, they used to skip grades, so he was not quite 17, I think, when he graduated. He went off to join the service with his buddies that did graduate. He spent time in the service until the end of the war and took home, and he was home no more than got back to work when he got his draft notice. So that was, I've heard many stories, but that's the one that always stuck with me, was the part where he got his draft notice after he'd already been discharged. So he got his time in early. Anyhow, you have a good day, and I know hearing the stories yet. So, WHBJJ, KC8MF.
All right, Mike. What I remember about your dad was his tattoos there. Go ahead.
There's a sample one on the case on his arm. He never was a drinker, but he said, I forget where he was at. I don't know, probably on West Coast somewhere. He spent his whole career, he was too young. He was too young, so they wouldn't let him go overseas, so he spent his whole career in school. And I think he was in his, probably out west somewhere, and got that anchor on his forearm. So, yeah, that's the only tattoo he had.
All right, very good. Well, I have a memory of the old radio man, Bud Dennis. I don't know if you remember Bud Dennis or not. He worked for Motorola, and he wanted to sign up, but he wasn't old enough, and they got somebody signing for him. He was from Cleveland originally, and he got somebody to sign for him so he could go in early. So you have a great day, Mike, and we'll talk with you later. We might be on tonight there. WHCJJ clearing with Mike. Let's go out to Don. N0HWJ near Old Baldy. Gee, I thought Nebraska was all pretty much flat, Don, but boy, when I got your card, and thank you again for those stamps, boy, that brought back a lot of memories. I think those stamps were the 75th anniversary of the ARRL, or maybe ham radio in general. Fill us in, and do you have any memories, maybe through your parents or something like that, of Pearl Harbor? Go ahead, Don. Stand by John up in the UP. You're going to be after Don. Good morning, Don. Come on in.
Well, good for you guys. Hey, nice to see you this morning. This is Don in Orchard, Nebraska, where it's 39 degrees with 80% humidity, and the wind isn't hardly moving. Well, talk about patriots. I've been a patriot since I was a kid. World War II, I was 4 and a half, almost 5, I'm sorry. My birthday's January 9th, so the war started in December 7th. We had moved from Hartford, Connecticut down to the shoreline. But let me back up a little bit here. My dad was born in 1884, and he and his brother Cedric both were in World War I. And my dad was first of all, he worked making gas masks, and then he went into the service during the war in World War I, and he became a cook on a minesweeper. And my uncle was a optometrist, and went along and made glasses and stuff like this for the troops, and got gassed. And he came back and died about 3 years after he came back to the United States because of the gassing that had taken place with him. Okay, let's go to World War II. I was a month away or so from December 7th. January 9th, I would become 5 years old. I remember my dad going back to work. He had retired at about 57, 58, and he was going back to work then. And I remember when I was about 7, a couple of years into the war, I donated my little red wagon to the scrap drive. And one day we were downtown. It next door to where we lived. And there was a Jeep down there, and of course the reflector was on the back, and I didn't know any better. My mom says, "Look at that. Part of your red wagon is in that Jeep." And of course I believed her. So that took care of that, and I can remember taking tin cans and putting them in the driveway, and my dad would drive over them to flatten them out because we were collecting the tin cans for the scrap drives. And I can also remember taking all of his cigarette wrappers, which had tinfoil on them, and I would separate the tinfoil from the cigarette wrappers and put them in a big ball to be donated to the scrap drive. And I can remember ration coupons where my dad would go down and have to buy butter and stuff like that, and meat by using ration coupons. And gasoline was at a real treat to get. And my dad had an old car, and he would mix the gasoline with kerosene so the car would run a little bit further. And I can also remember a lot of airplanes flying over our baseball field going north. Years later, we found out that these were aircraft that was going up to Goose Bay, Labrador, and then to Iceland, and then to England. And we also found out they were being flown by all female pilots, and they would take a ship and come back here, and they would do it all over again. And come to find out, they would flew out of Delaware, and my wife and I went to a restaurant down there that was called the the Air Transport Command, and it was all the memorabilia from the girls that had flown the airplane. So that's my story on World War II. Oh, a little bit more. I lied my age into the National Guard when I was 16, and went into the regular Army on my 17th birthday, and I put in 17 years in the service. So that's my story of being a patriot, and I still fly a big American flag in front of my house with a light on it at the nighttime. That's it. Ben0HWJ.
Well, very good. Yeah, very interesting, Don. And by the way, thank you for your service to our country, too. Got your 39 degrees. I do remember, well, you hear about it, in stories and that, about the scrap drive, especially like the ornamental iron and stuff like that some of these old houses, the widow's watch up above there, on the roof line, and all the ornamental iron around the roof of the house. A lot of that was donated, and wherever they could get it. So yeah, that was quite very patriotic there. John, good hearing from you, and very interesting. I knew about the women that were ferrying the new planes to wherever they needed to go, and I don't know if they ever got much credit for that either, so they probably should. I do have some old QSTs from World War II, and I really enjoy going through there. There was quite a war effort there from the radio industry and whatnot. Of course, got a lot of the Hams for operators there in the service. Anyway, thanks again, Don. Thanks for those stamps, too. Sure appreciate it. I'm going to pass one on to my boy, and maybe pass one on to another friend or two, because those are something else. 5 cents back in those days. 5 cents to mail a letter. This is W8CJJ. We're going to clear with John. Next up is John on the UP. Might need a relay on John. We'll see how we go there, but he had good signal when he checked in there. TB8 Tango Lima X-ray. John, come on in and stand by Bill in Brighton, KT9 Delta Delta. You're going to be after John. Good morning, John. Come on in.
Well, good morning, Mike. Good morning to the whole crew out there. Yeah, this is John, KVACRS, northwestern part of the UP over here. Not very far from Lake Superior. And I'm looking at a temperature of 27 degrees. Looks like real fine skies over there, no precipitation overnight.
All right, very good, John. Got your 27 degrees. Hey, thanks for stopping by, and you have a great day. It's W8CJJ. We're going to clear with John on the UP. Next up is Bill from Brighton, Illinois, KT9 Delta Delta. Come on in, get yourself a cup of Breakfast Club coffee. Stand by Sid WI4M, you're going to be after Bill. Good morning, Bill. Come on in.
Okay, good morning, Mike. W8CJJ in the Breakfast Club, KG90D, Bill from Brighton. I got 34 degrees. That's all I can say is about World War II. My Uncle Bill, my father couldn't go into the service because he had an enlarged heart, but my Uncle Bill, who lived down the street from me here, he was in the Navy in World War II, and he was in 10 major battles out there. He was on a destroyer next to the Enterprise, so he's seen a lot of stuff going on out there. But that's all I can remember about him. He didn't talk much about it, but he did say a couple things to me, before. But anyway, I fly a flag too. So I was born in '55, so that's my era. So anyway, Mike, I'll turn it back over to you and let you get on your list there. W8CJJ, KG90D.
AC9LV.
Hello, Bill. 9. Okay, if we can squeeze you in, John, you're going to be my tail gunner there. We're getting up pretty close. I'm going to try to squeeze you in. Okay, Bill, got your 34 degrees. And we also fly the flag too. And in fact, I've got another one that's out in my. I live on a corner lot, so I've got it covered from both directions. And I've got a little. It's a sign like a real estate sign that you see. Only it's got the flag in it and says "God Bless America" on it. We've got that out there too. Anyway, you have a great day, and interesting there on the story there that you had for World War II and Pearl Harbor. It's W8CJJ. We're going to clear with Bill. Next up is Sid, WI4M. Sid, come on in, get yourself a cup of Breakfast Club coffee, and stand by Bernie, KB0L. You're going to be after Sid. Good morning, Sid. Come on in.
W8CJJ and the Breakfast Club. WI4M, Sid, Richmond, Kentucky. Temperature real quick, 33 degrees, clear sky. World War II, I'm too young. I'm born 54, but I did hear from, I had, uncles and great uncles, 3 uncles in World War II, lost 2 great uncles, one at the Bulge, one at Coral Sea. Just a lot of, And when I was young, I heard all the stories. They explained a lot to me, and it meant a whole lot. Still means a whole lot every time I think about them. All right, with that, back to net control. W8CJJ in the Breakfast Club. WI4M.
Break.
Yeah, thank you, Sid. Got your 33 degrees. You have a great day. Interesting there. A lot of patriotism back then. Boy, they opened up a hornet's nest for sure. This is W8CJJ clearing with Sid. Hey, before we go to Bernie, let's go back and see if Bob ever made it back. WB9VGO. Bob, are you out there? Go ahead. Nothing heard from Bob. Boy, one spilt coffee. All right, Bernie, you're up. KB0 Lima, come on in, get yourself a cup, and stand by my tail gunner, AC9LV. You're going to be after Bernie. Good morning, Bernie. Come on in.
Contact.
W8CJJ and the Breakfast Club. This is KB0L. Good morning, Mike. Good morning, everyone. We have 34 degrees, and we're headed up to a high of about 57 today. Wow, unbelievable for the 7th of December, Pearl Harbor Day. Well, I was in my mother's womb when that happened. I was born in July 11th in 1942. So obviously I wasn't involved in World War II, but I had a couple of uncles that did serve and heard a lot of stories. And so anyway, thanks for letting me in here, Mike. I know you're about out of time, so good to hear the stories. Everyone have a good day, and certainly want to remember all the things that happened then. W8CJJ and the Breakfast Club, KB0L. Thanks, Mike. Have a good day.
Contact, Mike.
Yeah, go ahead. Was that down there? Go ahead.
Yeah, I forgot one thing, by the way. We had 80,000 aircraft in World War II.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Boy, I'll tell you what. You know, we come out of the Depression, and boom, so many people were employed, women. Of course, Rosie the Riveter. We had a lot of action around our area here, Toledo, Ohio, and Detroit, building those planes. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. Let's see. We've got John in there, AC9LV, and Kiso. You're my tail gunner. Come on in there, John. And stand by Milo, KA8OID. He's going to be your second hour neck controller. Good morning, John. Come on in.
Hey, good morning, Mike. Good morning. This is John, AC9LV, Rockford, Illinois. Slept in late there, so I missed a lot of good conversation there. Mike, we've got 37 degrees here in Rockford, Illinois, 37 on the way up to about 52 today, and sunny to partly cloudy there. So, World War II, well, I was born, 419 days after World War II, January 30th of 43. So, I was a war baby for sure there. My dad was in the Navy. He's in a ship out of Virginia Beach. Never made it overseas, luckily. He was injured in combat training, and set him back, and he didn't get overseas. He just stayed stateside. I don't know the ship name in Virginia Beach there, but I do have his dog tags, and they are on the same chain hanging in their family room there. We've got our dog tags touching each other there, so that was a precious thing for me there. I heard Don mention Goose Bay, Labrador. I was stationed up there for 15 months in Goose Bay, and I remember a lot of World War II memorabilia up there, pictures and whatnot, and even some stories up there, because it was 20 years later. I was in Goose Bay 20 years after the Day of Infamy there. And speaking of Day of Infamy, today is the Day of Infamy for Huso. He goes and gets snipped today. He doesn't know it, the poor little guy, but I'm not going to tell him he's getting neutered. I'm going to tell him he's getting tutored. So he'll be at the vet all day. The poor little guy, he's going to really be hurting today there. So our thoughts are out for Huso there. Okay, I'll get out of here, Mike. I wish I had more time there. I missed a lot of good stories there, it sounds like here. But it's a day to remember for sure. And my flag flies out there round the clock with a light on it. Back to net control, W8CJJ, AC9LV.
Very good, John. Got your 37 degrees. Well, mine is on my flag that loves to fly above the garage. Gets the flight, although it's an all-weather flag. It's on a bracket there, so it's at a 45-degree angle, something like that. But I've got so much street light out here that don't have to worry about an actual individual light. John, thanks for your story, and it's a day that we never want to forget. So, just like 9/11. So we're going to clear. This is W8CJJ clearing with John and his little buddy Huso, who will, boy, he's going to be in pain for a while. But, John, you won't feel a thing. Let's see, we only missed one on the whole group. Doggone it, I don't understand. He must have had some kind of a problem and he had to take off because he was top at the list there. And that was Bob, WB9VGO. I don't know what happened there. And Buster, 85AM, who did the pledge. He didn't come back for his comments, so doggone it. So that's two right there. And Brad, who was on the BBC as deck control, but he had to leave for some reason, and I never contacted Brad there. But it looks like 25 or 26 check-ins. Our second hour net controller is Milo, KA8OID. Got a clear slate here, Milo, and I've got, let's see, 36 degrees. You take her away. This is W8CJJ going that away. Don't tell me I lost Milo. KA8OID, are you ready to pick up the second hour?
Old Indian doctor.
Well, I don't know. Does anybody want to pick up the second hour till somebody can get in here? I believe it was Milo that was telling me he was going to be picking up the second hour. What do we do? W8CJJ.
Well, let's get this party started. Mike, W8CJJ, W0TRD, come on in here, hand it off.
All right, very good there, Mark. Thanks for stepping up there to the plate. Let's see, 36 degrees, roughly 26 check-ins. I spilled, 2 cups for sure. Don't understand what happened to Bob, WB9ZTO, but oh well. Have a good net. Thanks for doing her. Thanks for picking her up there on such short notice. W8CJJ. We're going to be clear for a while.
Okay, Mike. Enjoy your day. This is W0TRD. We'll pick up the second hour. Anyone gets short time, holler up. We move you to the top of the class. Relays will be gratefully appreciated. With that, let's start building a list. Please come slowly with your calls.
Kilo Delta Zero Charlie India Victor.
Sierra Kilo Alpha Charlie Niner Lima Victor.
Zero Golf Tango.
Kilo Alpha 9 Bravo Lima Hotel. Hotel Whiskey Juliet.
KB0OU.
Golf Alpha Charlie.
Whiskey Bravo 0 Bravo. KB0OU.
Okay, boy, that was a mess. I'm writing backwards and forwards. This ought to be good. Okay, I got N9DLB, KF0TW, KD0CIV, KC5SKE, AC9LV, W0GT, K9BLH, N0HWJ, KB0OU, WB0GAC, WBOB. Any others?
Delta 9 Yankee time.
Hold up right there, right now. There was and I didn't hear you real well, sir. There was a Kilo something. I think it's Kilo Delta 8 Yankee something. Let's try and get him figured out. Come on, sir, give it again.
Kilo 9 Yankee Echo short time.
Okay, KD9YEY.
Y.
Okay, is it Kilo Delta 9 Yankee Echo short time?
Yankee Echo.
Oh, hi, Tim. KD9TYE. Come on, you wanted short time. Let's get her done here. Come on in, give me your report.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I got 6 times to get over it's going to be a gorgeous day today. Get things done outside. Everybody have a wonderful day. Have a better day tomorrow. Delta 9 Tango Yankee. We'll be clear.
Okay, your signal came up nice there. Good deal getting you in and out of here. There we go. One quick cup. I added KB8 TLX to the list. Anyone else?
KG5DS.
Got you, Paul. Anyone else? Alrighty then. let's see. We'll try and get that logger opened up here and get things moved over to there as well. N9DLB, come on in, Dave. Get your hot cup. Stand by Tango Whiskey.
W9GLG, N9GLB. Mark, everybody hear me? We got 34 here in Freeport. Have a great weekend, everybody coming up. Take care. N9GLB, over?
Okay, for your log, make that 9 a 0. It's W0TRD with the Breakfast Club, over. Okay, KF0TW, come on in, get your hot cup, and stand up, Dolores.
W0TRD, Mark and the Breakfast Club, good morning. I've got 39 degrees, still same as it was when I checked in with Mike, and going to go over around 10 o'clock and watch our grandson, the 5-year-old, I'll think about this a minute. Yeah, 5-year-old, and he's always well behaved. I shouldn't say that, so this will be something will happen. But anyway, thanks for stepping up and running this out of the net. Great signal. This is Kilo Foxtrot 0 Tango Whiskey Gary in Rolla, Missouri.
Well, I don't have a problem running it. I'd just be sitting here listening to it anyway, so may as well get in here and have a fun morning with it. Good morning to you. Got your 39 degrees. Enjoy your day and run along with us if you can, Gary. We'll clear with KF0TW. Morning, Dolores. KD0CIV. Come on in, get your hot cup, and stand up, Brad, SKE.
W0TRD, Mark. This is Dolores, KD0CIV. Yes, thanks, Mark, for taking the net. I wish I could help out because I'm always up at these times, but it just doesn't work out here with the location of my radio and breakfast and everything. Anyway, we are 39 this morning, 39, but we're going up to 64. It's going to be sunny. It is going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. It's my shopping day. So I'll be mostly inside in the stores. And today I don't have my shopping list quite finished, so I've got to get that hurried up and finished before I start breakfast this morning. Anyway, outside of that, we're getting ready for a big group on Sunday evening. I think we have a total of 16 coming for Christmas caroling here at the house. And I'm very much looking forward to that. And that's about it. Everyone have a great day. Thanks again, Mark, for the hot cup of fireside coffee and taking the net. W0TRD, KD0CIV.
Okay, Dolores, sounds like you've got a good day planned ahead of you and got a good signal up this way this morning. Always good to hear you on the Breakfast Club. Thanks for taking the time. Enjoy your day. I'm clear with KD0CIV, W0TRD, Breakfast Club, calling KC5SKE. Morning, Brad. Come on in here. Give me your report and stand up 9 Lima Victor.
Good morning, everyone. I was a little surprised about it in. Every time you call the club, your first call, boy, brings in a whole bunch of folks. But we'll jump in there. We've got a good list there. We have 4-5, 45, and no win. And it just, I got up a little, had a couple of rough nights of sleeping. So when I was sharing conversations about World War II and so on, didn't dawn on me. December 7th, I got it. My tag got it. Anyway, supposed to be nice today, and a lot of fall out. But good morning. Everybody have a good day.
Okay, Brad. Well, it's good to catch up with you on this first round of the second hour, and got you 45 degrees out of the High Sierra there. Enjoy your day, and your hot cup of Breakfast Club coffee. W0TRD Breakfast Club will take a pause here. Any check-ins?
November 9, Uniform Victor, India.
Morning, Bates. I got you. Anyone else on the list? Hearing nothing. AC9LV. Morning, John. Come on in, get your hot cup, and stand up Randy, 0GT.
Good morning, Mark. W0TRD, AC9LV, John here in Rockford, Illinois, on this end of the wire. 37 degrees here, Mark. 37 on the way up to about 52. Might see some sunshine today. We'll take that. Southwest winds coming in here, blowing this nice warm weather up here this way there. Not a whole lot going on around here. Well, yeah, actually we're taking little boy Cuso in for his little operation there. He's not going to be a happy boy. He'll come home wearing a cone here. But we're going to get him snipped today and calm the boy down a little bit there. My goodness, he's been something else there. Great dog, though. He's just a little too wild, so. Had a good time last night. 6 of us hams got together for wings up in Roscoe, not too far from us here. I had to sit down next to Jerry to keep him under control, and he was a good boy. He was there. KU9I was there. Kurt, KE9N. Len was there. Len came down from Janesville. We had our women there. Just a real good time there. And everybody behaved themselves pretty well there. So, back to you, Mark. Thanks for pouring me a hot cup. Thanks for stepping up to the plate at such short notice there. W0TRD, AC9LV.
AC9KRX.
Got you, Brad. Get Brad wrote down here on the tablet. Okay, John, nice signal and report this morning. Sounds like you had a fun. Where did you go?
It's a place called Firehouse. It used to be an old fire station. It's a nice restaurant in Roscoe, Illinois, called the Firehouse.
I love my Bosco. What's their bill of fare? Was it just a burger joint, or what do they do?
Mostly burgers, but Wednesday night they have a wing special there. Really, really good wings there, and sandwiches. No full-out meals there. It's a combination bar restaurant. Just good eating joint there. Great food though.
Far out. Sounds like a fun time. Sorry I missed it. Okay, man. Thanks for checking in this morning and running along with us here. Enjoy your hot cup of Breakfast Club coffee. We'll clear with AC9LV. Just take a second here to acknowledge Roger up there on the NetLogger monitor, shortwave listener. Tip of the mic boom to you, Roger. And I'd like to just take a minute here in the middle of this, getting this thing going. Let's take a moment of silence to reflect on Pearl Harbor and all the folks that lost their lives in that event. Just a moment of silence, please. Okay, thank you for that. God bless America. And with that, we'll go down and see Randy, W0GT. Come on in, Randy. Get your hot cup of Breakfast Club coffee and stand up Bravo Lima Hotel.
Whiskey 9, Victor Sugar.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, good morning, Mark. W0TRD in the Breakfast Club. W0GT, West Burlington, Iowa. Down southeast of Mark a little bit. We've got 35. Partly cloudy right now, going to maybe 55, 56. How about that today, Mark? And the same thing tomorrow, but then some rain scheduled in Friday night into Saturday. We'll see what happens there. Anyway, yeah, God bless America. Can't beat the country we have. And remembering Pearl Harbor Day today. Anyway, Mark, give Riley a scratch. Tell Susie hi from Kathy and me. Hope everything is good there in Iowa City. W0TRD in the Breakfast Club. W0GT. Thanks, Mark.
Oh, you're welcome, Randy. Thanks for checking in. Sounding good. Good signal this way. I'm looking forward to that warm weather. I may go for a little putt-putt and enjoy your hot cup. We'll clear with W0GT. KA9BLH. Morning, Dan. Come on in, get your hot cup, and stand by HWJ. Don.
Morning, Mark and the group. This is Dan in Mount Vernon. We're at 37 degrees, and the we've been had one of our first Christmas dinners yesterday with our church Sunday school class. Way too much food. We got a refrigerator full of fudge and all that kind of stuff, and I don't need it, but, you know, I got to do my share. Anyway, turn it back to you, Mark. WZLTRD in the group. Everybody have a great day from KNI and Billy. 7-3, guys.
Okay, Dan. Yeah, it sounds like you've got her wound up heading into the holiday season. Get great signal and report this morning. Just what the heck? Go ahead and splurge and have 2 pieces of fudge on me. Enjoy your hot cup. We'll clear with K9BLH and 0HWJ. Morning, Don. Good to catch up with you here on the Breakfast Club. Come on in, get your hot cup, and stand by 0OU.
Yeah, good morning, Mark. Good to see you, buddy. It's, what's the temperature here? Oh, God, it's up to 38 degrees, and with the wind chill, we're 35 here, and the wind blowing through the palm trees. Well, today's December 7th, and 1941 was the day, and I was about almost 5 years old, because my birthday was in January 9th, so it's about a month after my birthday, or before my birthday. And I had an uncle and my dad that were both in World War I, and then my dad went back into World War II for a while, and he was pretty old at that time, and he ended up being a civilian cook for the military during the war for a while, and then he went into a factory that made bandages in our town, and that was a big deal there. We had to make an awful lot of bandages, that's for sure. And then I went into service. I lied my age in the military as a National Guard when I was 16, just at the end of the Korean War. And then I had a certain amount of time in that, and then I was in the National Guard later. I went in the regular Army, and then I was in the Guard later on. And then I was in the Guard during the Vietnam War. And then to carry on the tradition of military, my 2 grandsons went to Iraq, and they were both in Marines, and they served 3 tours over in Iraq. So we started all the way with World War I and ended up in Iraq. How's that? And 0HWJ, one of the last living patriots.
Okay, Don, always good to hear you. You've got a big, strong signal, and I like the looks of that 38 degrees. Just keep that breeze blowing this way to eastern Iowa, buddy. Enjoy your day and your hot cup of Breakfast Club coffee. We'll clear with N0HWJ. Well, good morning, John, down there in Exeter. You got things about ready to go, don't you? KB0OU, come on in, get your hot cup, stand up golf, Alpha Charlie.
W0TRD and the good old Breakfast Club. This is KB0OU. Good morning, Mark, and everybody else on the network. I've got 47 degrees down here in southwest Missouri, just north of the great city of Exeter. On Pearl Harbor Day, we remember back when World War II started. I wasn't alive then, but I've heard all kinds of stories about what happened. My dad was in the Navy during World War II, and most of what he did was chase German submarines down in the Caribbean. He was stationed down in Trinidad, and they looked for German submarines down there, and they played around with U.S. submarines to know for sure whether they were actually being able to detect them or not. So they worked on that. And later, my dad got into radar and got into the ground operations of ground control approach radar, which brings airplanes into airports all the time, every day of the year, right now. And it was started with the Navy, started mainly to help bring airplanes into aircraft carriers. And they were the first ones to actually run ground control approach radar. And my dad went on to become an instructor on ground control approach radar, and spent 20 years in the U.S. Navy. Came out as a Master Chief Electronics Technician when he retired in 1965. So we've had our family members in every skirmish that the United States military has been involved with. So, a long history of military membership in our family, that's for sure. Back to you, Mark. Thanks for doing the net, KB0OU.
Good morning, John. My respect to you and each and every one of your family for their contribution to the security of our great nation. Is that what led you to be a submariner then? You say your pop was one as well?
No, he never got on the submarines, but he chased them, and I heard stories about that and everything else, and I was kind of interested in submarines. And he was an amateur radio operator, by the way. His first call was Whiskey 4's GUC, W4 Gorgeous Uncle Cal. And my mom was K5YTE, and my dad changed his call to K5UXU when he changed his address in Arkansas. They bought a farm there in Arkansas, and that's where we went after he retired in 1965.
Okay, well, John, I sure do. That's great conversation this morning. And, well, again, tip of the mic boom to you and your family. Great signal up this way. Warm 47. You're my warm one. Brad down there was 45, but you got the lead so far. Hey, enjoy your day. Run along with us if you care to as we finish up this hour. We're clear with KB0OU. Let's go out to Olathe to see Walt, WB0GAC. And Larry, 0B, you'll be next.
W0TRD in the Breakfast Club, WB0GAC in Olathe, Kansas, where the temperature is 49 on its way up to 64 later today and breezy. Mark, you're booming in here, 5x9 plus 20. Sounds great from Iowa City. My dad was in World War II, so he served on the USS Paul Hamilton in a destroyer out in the Pacific theater. So just thinking about December 7th. Won't hold it. You got a lot going on here this morning. I'll be copying the mail. W0TRD, WB0 Gulf Alpha Charlie. Over to you.
Okay, Walt. Well, wonderful report. 49 degrees. I'll take that. And got the list under control today. Kind of a slow go here. Haven't heard much from the Missouri Mafia. Just Dolores there, and Gary. But so we're just looping along. It's nice to have the time to let fellows reflect on their history and their family history in service to this great country on this day of remembrance. And so this has really been a pleasant hour thus far. Well, they are all the time. And we got it wound up pretty tight. Looks like about 760 watts. I didn't realize I was coming in that hot, but that's what it's going to do for the rest of the hour, because we're not going to push no knobs and twist any buttons. I'll tell you what. Walt, good to catch up with you. Enjoy your hot cup of Breakfast Club coffee. We'll clear up with WB0GAC up to or down to Denmark. I guess you're just south of Geode, aren't you? Larry, Willie Bravo, Zero Bravo, come on in, get your hot cup, and stand by TLX. John?
Yeah, W0TRD, this is WB0B, Whiskey Bravo, Zero Bravo, name here is Larry. We're down in Denmark, Iowa, with about 10.5 miles southwest of W0GT's QTH, and we got a temperature of 39er, and going to go up to 56. And we had, my dad was in the military, Signal Corps, and he was in Alaska and Aleutians doing radio and telephone work. And cold times taught me a lot about getting along with the cold weather as a farm kid. So everybody have a good morning. Enjoy your coffees. This is WB0D, back to net.
Morning, Larry. Good to hear you.
Okay, Larry, are you out on a farm then?
No, I live in Denmark, Iowa. I have a small house and a big tower, and we're sounding fine. Between you and Randy, you guys' signals are taking the rest of the leaves off the trees here, WB0B.
Okay, I wanted to find out, if geodes were still prevalent down there, that people are turning them up and stuff. I used to crack rocks when I was a young man.
Oh yeah, they're around in different places. You'd be amazed at where you could run upon them. Back to you.
Alpha 8 out for India Delta.
Morning, Milo. We'll write you down here. Let me clear up, though, with Larry. Okay, Larry, well, thanks for the nice signal report. We're pushing her. I'll tell you what, I rate a vibration right out the top of out the ends of my wire here. Enjoy your day, sir. It's good to catch up with you. We'll clear with Whiskey Bravo 0 Bravo. I picked up KA80ID Milo. Morning, Milo. Any other check-ins?
Kilo Charlie 9 Alpha Yankee.
Got you, Dick. Anyone else?
WD0BWE.
Dandy Don DeRooney, BW&E. Got you, too. Anyone else?
Kilowatt 0, Victor, Uncle Willie. Morning, Bees.
Morning, Wally. I got K0VUW. Morning, Gary. It sure is good to hear you. Anyone else? Well, look at that. All righty then. Let's move on here and see what's happening up on the Big Lake, Moraga County, Lawrence, Michigan, KB8 TLX. Come on in here, John. Give me your report and stand up, Paul 5DX.
Well, thank you, Mark, and good morning to you. Good morning to the whole gang out there. And yes, this is John, KBA TLX, northwestern part of the UP over here. It's not very far from Lake Superior. I'm looking at a temperature of 27 degrees here. It's rather calm out there, real nice outside. I just took a look out there. And we still have about, 4 to 6 inches of snow on the ground from that snowfall that we had on the 23rd. So we still have snowfall from the 23rd because we keep getting lake effect snow every so often there to make sure it doesn't all melt away. Over.
Okay, John, nice report. 27, I guess, ain't too bad on the lake up there. And I was going to ask if you have any fungus among us, 4 to 6 inches of fungus down, and that sounds good. They're probably out on the trails. Hey, John, sounded good into Iowa City this morning. Had you straight into the transceiver, and that's a good thing. We'll clear with KB. Enjoy your hot cup, John, and make the most of your, what is today, Thursday. And we'll clear with KB8TLX. Morning, Paul, KG5DX. Come on in here, give me your report, and stand up Bates, UVI.
Okay, Mark. Well, I woke up a long time ago and then went back to sleep probably by 1 o'clock my time and woke up about 4 o'clock my time. So I missed before breakfast and missed Mike out there in Ohio. Anyway, we got 38 degrees, they say, going to 71 today and being a lot cooler tomorrow. Yeah, my dad and several of my uncles were all, some of them had their education interrupted like my dad, and were involved in World War II, and this December 7th, and supposedly, and people are supposed to stop bothering you, and this is the last day you can change your health insurance. Ho-ho. As for my family, I've got a first cousin there in Tennessee. He was, might say, born again on this date, December 7th. 3 years ago, he received a heart transplant, so glad Russ is still around, and he's only, I don't know, this is not his physical birthday, but his rebirth day with a new heart, and he's only 65 sometime this year, but he had the heart transplant when he was 62, so he might not even make it to what his sister is, whose birthday is this year, or this, to date. So anyway, some family remembrance for December 7th. And like I said, we're supposed to be cooler tomorrow, and some places up the state, I think, are supposed to have some snow. Anyway, thanks for being there, KG5DX.
Okay, Paul, good signal and good report out of La Junta this morning. And thanks for checking in with me. Enjoy your hot cup of Breakfast Club coffee. Clearing up with KG5DX, W0TRD, calling N9UVI. Morning, Bates. Come on in. Give me your report. Stand up, KRX, Brad.
Morning, Bates. K9UVI.
Gotcha, Pierre.
Good morning, Mark, Pierre, and Roberto. W0TRD, this is N9UVI in Barrington Hills, Illinois. Have a lot of connections with the military. A cousin and an uncle were KIA in the boat. My brother and I both did tours in Vietnam. Son and daughter graduated from West Point, so we have a strong military connection. I'm going to remember December 7th this year because I'm going to get my cardio version this afternoon. I appreciate you getting me in this morning. Temperature here is 35, going to go up to 52. W0TRD, this is N9UVI clear.
Okay, Bates. Well, I hope things go well with your cardio version. That's like doing an LS swap into your old pickup truck, ain't it? Anyway, not quite that radical. But good morning. Thank you for your service to you and your family to our great country, Bates, and I admire you for that. And again, I wish you the best with your procedure this afternoon. We'll clear with N9UVI, KC9KRX. Morning, Brad. Come on in, get your hot cup and 9 Victor Sugar. You'll be next.
W0TRD, KC9KRX. Good morning, Mr. Mark. Thank you for doing it this hour. We got 35. Good morning to all on the net. Hope everybody's staying warm and having a good morning, a good cup of coffee. We'll right along. W0TRD, KC9KRX.
Okay, Brad, booming, banging, smashing signal over this way at another 35. Look at that, man. A lot of them up there, people in the mid to uppers, and sounds like we're all going to have a nice warm up here. But look out, winter's coming. Enjoy your hot cup. We'll clear with KC9KRX. Willie 9 Victor Sugar. Morning, Gary. Come on in, get your hot cup, and stand up Milo on the magic music machine. Uh-oh.
Yeah, good morning there, Mark. W0TRD, Whiskey 9 Victor Sugar here, and Stillwater, Wisconsin. And I also, believe it or not, I've got 35 degrees here. I just looked at the map here, and the temperature popped up, and it says 35 there, Mark. And not too much going on. I got up earlier this morning. I couldn't get back to sleep, so I decided to turn on the Breakfast Club here. And just been monitoring, and thanks for picking up the net here. And that's about it from Milton here. It's supposed to get up to 51, I think, here today, and tomorrow's going to get up to 55, and then I looked at the map too, and there was a few things on the news that on Saturday and Sunday that there's a storm front moving in, and I'm not sure what the temperature is going to be. I don't think they actually know right now, but we could get some rain or snow or maybe a combination there, Mark. I don't know. So anyway, you have a great day. I did hear David in there, K9AJP. I don't know if he wants to check in or not, but you might as well put him on the log there, Mark. Hi. So you have a great day, and everybody else. I'm still on my first cup of coffee here, so I'll be riding along a while here, Mark. And thanks for everything you do. W0TRD, W9VS.
Gotcha, Paul. Can't walk and talk and at the same time get him wrote down. Okay, Gary, great report out of Milton this morning. Yeah, we heard him out there in the weeds. Good news, he's running along with us here. And got you 35 degrees. Thanks for checking in. We'll clear with W9VF. I picked up N9UEJ. Anyone else?
Whiskey, Delta 0.
Charlie Victor Sierra.
Okay, I got KB0UOZ and WD0CVS. There was one in there with Perry there. Who was that?
Jake and 0MAR with 5 watts.
Well, I heard you just fine. It was a double up there. Fine business, Jake. Sounding good. Get you on here. Anyone else?
Whiskey 4 Kilo Foxtrot Sierra.
Willie 4 Kilo Fox Sierra. We got you too. Anyone else? Probably should draw the line there. We'll get sneaking up, aren't we? Oh my. We'd do some list control. I wonder who comes in next. We'll figure that out later. K80ID. Milo, thanks for holding up for me while we got these guys in here and building on the list here. And stand up 9 Alpha Yankee.
Oh, no problem. No problem, Mark. K80ID. Hey, I just wanted to say I think W9 Victor Sugar, Gary and Milton, I think he's related to my cousin. His last name is Gustafson, and my cousin's name is Gustafson. They just have one letter. There's only one letter difference between them. I think that's a Scandinavian name. My cousin was, I'm not sure if it was Norway or Sweden. One of those Scandinavian countries, but I'm sure Gary is related to us. How about that, Mark? Yeah, I wish you could be sitting right next to me here. I'm looking at my SX-117 estimator. You are 40 over. I just wish you could see this. You're 40 over on the meter. Mark, what a signal. Holy moly. Oh, boy. Well, anyway, speaking of Wisconsin, I just spent $150-something, more than $150 to Monroe, Wisconsin. Mark, we bought Christmas gifts from, what's the name of that? Oh, Swiss Colony. Swiss Colony is located in Monroe, which is just south of Madison. So we got Christmas gifts, and they're going out to our son, Mark, he's in Clayton, North Carolina, by golly. He just moved. David is in Michigan, White Lake, Michigan, and Tim is in someplace near Portland, Oregon. I can't think of the name of the town, but it's near Portland. These guys move around so many times, you know. I think they're always one step ahead of the sheriff or something like that. I don't know why they keep moving around all the time. I got my address book. It's got all kinds of addresses scratched out and the new ones written over the top. Mark, I've got 40 degrees over here in St. Charles, 40, and it sounds fantastic. I wish we were sitting together here, Mark. K80ID.
Oh, shucks, Milo. You sure know how to make a guy's head swell. Thanks for the nice signal report. We are running a little hot and heavy this morning, but I guess that's where it turned on. And we got your 40 degrees and your nice report. Thanks for checking in, Milo, and thanks for your service to the BC. We'll clear up with K80ID. Let's go down and see Dick over in Wilkinson, KC9AY. Come on in, get your hot cup, and stand up, Don, BWE. Got you, Jim.
Well, good morning, Mark, and everybody. Everybody's picking up and got a real good signal. Mark, I always got a good signal on you. I can't tell you what your signal report is because I got the attenuator in, the RF gain turned down, and thinking about putting a hose clamp on the coax. I mean, it's just always booming in here good. We got 33 degrees here, 33 degrees, and I think we're finally going to see some sun. They promised us sun yesterday, and it didn't happen. Supposed to come afternoon, but boy, it's just been doom and gloomy around here for about 3 or 4 days. But it's supposed to be sunny today, but of course you can't have the perfect weather. It's going to start wind and start picking up, and I think we're supposed to have some rough stuff over the weekend or something. But anyway, 33 degrees here, going to a high of 52. W0TRD KC9AY.
Kilo Delta 9 India Victor Victor.
Kilo Charlie 9, Kilo Charlie Fox.
Okay, hold on a second, fellas. Let me clear up with Dick up in in Wilkinson. Got nice signal, nice. Ain't that been something? These last couple days have just been dreary and damp and just ugly and really damp over here. Hard frost setting that in the morning but that's how it goes. We're charging on into winter 2023, Dick, and banging our way. Hallelujah, 11 months. T-minus 11 months in county, everybody. Yeah, non-controversial. And all right, old timers are never forgotten. And oh boy, Casey, we'll clear with KC9AY. We added KD9IVV, KC9KCF. Let's go see Don, WD0BWE. Come on in, get your hot cup, and stand up, Big Brother Wally.
Good morning, Mark. Good morning, everyone on the Breakfast Club. This is WD0BWE, Don near Linwood, Kansas. It is 46 degrees here this morning. Big change from yesterday. I think it was 27 yesterday morning. We're headed for 64, I think is what the forecaster called it for, 64 degrees today. And then tomorrow we take a little crash and maybe get some rain, which we could always use. That'll help us out a bunch. We have been lacking rain all year. I've got some mud out there right now, but I'm just happy to have it. Boy, it's been dry. Nothing else going on here, Mark. I think VGO was supposed to be next on the honor roll for calling the net, but I think he said yesterday or day before that he was going to be gone. He had an early morning doctor's appointment or something like that. Anyway, don't know nothing else, Mark. Thanks for doing the net this morning. Good morning to all. W0TRD and the Breakfast Club, WD0BWE730.
Morning, Don.
Morning.
You betcha, Don. Big, strong signal out of Linwood. We're about 11 inches short over here in Johnson County in eastern Iowa. And so every spit of rain, and that's something you get excited about, seeing 1/100th of an inch of rain in your fancy schmancy rain gauge. I think Rich is next, PIR, and then Bob does the fourth hour, I think, but we'll see what happens when we get up there. Don, enjoy your hot cup, and thanks for checking in. We'll clear with WD0BWE. Let's go see Gary, K0VUW. Come on in, get your hot cup, and stand up, Zodi.
Very good morning to one and all. Don had a great signal there, and good morning to Milo, and you, Beeve, have a super strong signal as well, and heard LV, and now I'm in trouble. Just everybody sounding really great. And a good day to remember, December 7th. I still remember my dad, and I have it here in my possession in my jewelry box, or whatever you want to call it, where I keep my cufflinks and stuff. A flag that under it says, "Remember Pearl Harbor." And our family, I lost two first cousins and an uncle in World War II. My oldest brother tried to join up, but my mom made him wait till May when he graduated from high school. So he went right in from graduating high school to the Navy. And we have, our family stretches out way long. My dad was in World War I. My dad was born in 1900. I have a grandfather who was born in the 1800s. So, good Catholic family. Every 4 years we have a kid, whether we need to or not. And my dad had 12 brothers and sisters. I'm breaking the rule with 6. But big families. We had 49 boys and 1 girl. So I had 49 first cousins and one girl cousin. And the only reason I mentioned that, there were about 9 first cousins in World War II, and I lost an uncle and a cousin in World War I, Uncle Goose. He was supposed to be like a Sergeant Bilko. I think in the trenches in World War I, he was carrying a roulette wheel on his back. But these guys were really brave, something else. And one of my cousins, Al Wonderly, my mom's sister's boy is second to Pappy Boynton. If you ever go down to Pensacola and the Naval Museum down there, he's got a plaque on the wall. And those guys were just rock and roll tough. And when they all came home, I used to remember hanging around with them and whatnot. They were something else. That's when men were men. But very tragic. And the sad thing is, history's repeating itself. We knew about the Japanese. Franklin Roosevelt, the Democrats, and everybody were selling steel and everything to Japan while they were building armies and navies and so forth. And we're doing the same thing with China. So it's, you think you'd learn. Same thing with the European stuff. You used to tell people for 40 years, 20 years is a lot. Just read Mein Kampf and the Rise and the Fall of the Third Reich and change the dates to today, and you got the same thing. Really, if anybody haven't read those books, read them and you'll go, whoa, this seems sort of familiar. But anyway, it's a serious day to remember. A lot of brave men gave a lot of brave efforts. 40 degrees in the greater Wildwood area. And thanks for the cup of coffee, and say some prayers for all those guys that went before. W0TRD, K0VUNW.
Aru.
Aru is right, baby. Big Aru.
Can I squeeze in WA0AFD?
I heard somebody squeaking.
Okay, we got you on there, Bill. Hey, Gary, wow, nice report this morning, and great history, family history, and just a tip of the mic boom to you and your family for the great service to this great country. You see, we all have ties, ties to this, ties to this great country. And Gary, thanks for checking in. Got your 40 degrees. We'll put you down here and enjoy your hot cup, friend. We'll clear with K0VUW. Ho, Pierre, K9EYE. Come on in, get your hot cup, and stand by UEJ.
Good morning, Mark. This is Kilo 9 Echo Yankee Echo here in Crystal Lake, Illinois, where it's 35 degrees. Good morning, base. Roberto, party today. Lord, on and on. I know Bill is out there because he's trying to squeeze in. But it's funny, Bill is from Chesterfield, I think. And there's some people there on Iowa from Davenport. And I can vaguely remember my mom saying, get your feet off Chesterfield. Okay? And then my aunt saying, get your feet off of the Davenport. And then my dad would say, well, get your feet off the couch. We had different words for different things back then. So I know I changed the subject a little bit, but when I hear people calling in from Chesterfield and Dubuque and Davenport, and et cetera, it flashes back to the furniture in our living room. So thank you much, Mark, for taking me in. I just wanted to throw that little trivia in there. Excuse me for belching. This is Kilo 9 Echo Yankee Echo. Crystal Lake, Illinois, where it's 35 degrees. So it's up for now. Over.
Comment.
You sick of them tiny time pills?
Yeah, Pierre, they're still putting their feet on Chesterfield and Bill.
I heard he's got big feet, but I'm not going to say that on the radio. All right, Pierre, 35 degrees, good signal over this way this morning, and you're right. I remember my grandma calling it a Chesterfield, and my other grandma calling it a Davenport. You nailed it right there. Hey, thanks for checking in this morning, Pierre. Enjoy your hot cup. Down the list we tumble to see Paul over in Princeton. N9UEJ. Good morning, Paul. Come on in here. Get your hot cup. Stand up, Perry, into UOZ.
Morning, Paul. Good morning, Mike. Everyone on the good old breakfast program. UEJ, Paul here in Princeton.
I got 37 degrees. 37. It's supposed to be nice today. But it's been pretty most of the day. Well, last one yesterday worked out pretty good. Went down and did some work for a friend of mine on his antennas and got it out of the way. Wasn't too bad. Well, I went down there. I couldn't hook to the towel, so it worked out pretty good. There's nothing else going on, Mark, here. Just trying to take it easy today. Love you, too. Everyone, have a good day. And now you enjoy. Okay, Paul, doesn't sound like a bad plan to take it easy today. Enjoy your Thursday. We'll clear with N9UEJ, KB0UOZ. Morning, Perry. Come on in. Give me your report and stand up, Jake, MAR.
Yeah, good morning, Mark. Good morning to the gang here on a Thursday morning, Pearl Harbor Day. Let's say 48 degrees, Mark. Let's get that down before I forget. 48 degrees. We're going up in mid-60s, and weatherman says it's going to be real windy today, and maybe that'll bring in a chance for some rain tomorrow. We'll see how that all turns out. Well, I had a grandfather went to Pearl Harbor, and he also had been in World War I prior to that, and when Pearl Harbor was bombed, he quickly loaded up and went back to re-end the service. So anyway, I've got all his memorabilia stuff, all his medals, and Purple Heart, and one thing and another, you know, and every now and then I drag it out of a trunk that he built right after he come back from Pearl Harbor. So anyway, enough of that. Everybody have a great day. I got one plant here, KB0UOZ.
Okay, Perry, great signal. Nice report this morning, and tip of Mike Boom to you and your family and for their contribution to the security of this great country. We'll clear with KB0UOZ. Down the list we go to see Jake. N0MAR, what's happening up in Ramsey? Come on in here and stand up, Kevin. Kilo, Fox Sierra.
W0TRD and 0MAR. Jake from Ramsey, Minnesota. Not much. 27 degrees here right now. Dog has been out, did his thing. I've been out standing in the cold for a little while and kind of wake myself up a little bit. It's always a good day to find yourself awake, and a day of remembrance here for the soldiers and all the men and troops that have came before us. The naval, everybody. Day of remembrance, a somber day. Anyway, you're just sitting here and listening along here. I'm going to probably be heading upstairs to make myself a cup of coffee because I think I spilt mine down my throat here. I hate that when I do that, Mark.
Okay, Jake, did you give me 27? We had a little double trouble going there.
Oh, yes, I did. 27 degrees.
Okay, Jake, we got you 27 degrees here, and thanks for checking in. No problem. I think that was the next fella, and oh boy, I missed putting one on here. We got to straighten this out. Sorry, Bob. We'll get it straightened out. Jake, I got your 27 degrees. Great signal and report here. Thanks for checking in. Boy, we're getting close to the top of the hour. And we'll clear with N0MAR. Kevin, stand by because next up should be Bob. I forgot to get him in here. WD0CBS. Come on in, Bob. Give me your report. And stand by Kilo Fox Sierra.
Did you say Fox Sierra?
Yes, sir, Bob. I got you on here. I forgot to write you down on the net logger. I had you on the paper there. WD0CBS. Bob, come on in. Give me your report and stand up, Kevin.
Okay. Well, thank you. I was kind of wondered about that. Here's Bob here in Northeast Iowa in Decorah. Temp here is 33 degrees. They say we're supposed to get a few highs. Break a few records here around here today. I'm right now trying to figure out my wife's Nook book reader and try to get her books on her tablet. So, yeah, nothing much else happening around here. Waiting for the nice warm weather. Still going to plan on be mowing the yard in January. So we'll see how that works out. Back to net control. This is WD0CBS.
Yeah, okay, Bob. Yeah, I'm glad to get you in here. I noticed you were out there lurking yesterday, but we didn't get you on the Wednesday roster, so it's good to get you in here from up there in beautiful Decorah, Iowa, northeast Iowa. Enjoy your day in your hot cup. We're clear with WD0CBS. Hey, Rich, do you do it next, K0PIR?
Roger. Yeah, just go ahead and run them. I'm listening.
I wouldn't be able to pass them off, would I? I got to tend to my dog.
Oh, yeah, sure you can. Roger, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, next up, let me get this guy. I had a question for this one. Willie 4, Kilo Fox Sierra. Kevin, did you stick around?
Yeah, Roger, I'm still in here.
Okay, well, you're going to be my tail gunner. I do want you to tell me, how do you pronounce that town out there in King William County? Is it Ayolet, or I see you're a suburb of Sid up there in Richmond?
A-Y-L-E-T-T, that's how we say it. But yeah, I'm in Ayolet, Virginia, King William County. Just want to say good morning to the group again. And like you said, we had a bad double with that fellow a minute ago. I thought you called me. I thought I heard you tell me to stand up, so I did. But anyway, good morning to the group from Whiskey 4 Kilo Foxtrot Sierra, and maybe we'll try to check in here again. And y'all all have a fine day on this remembrance of Pearl Harbor Day. So good morning to the group again, and Whiskey 4 Kilo Foxtrot Sierra, we're clear.
Okay, Kevin, what's your conditions over there, your temperature over in Ayolet?
We're at 25, going up there, I think we're 45 today.
Okay, well, that was a classic example of what we had was failure to communicate. Usually I tell a fella to stand up means, my meaning is they're next, but I don't have a problem with it. I heard you in there, and probably could have put on my listening cap and heard you even better. Man, it's good to hear you. I look forward to seeing you on the roster again, get you checked in here. Thanks for checking in. We'll clear with W4 KFS. Rich, do you have the list up in front of you?
Yeah, just go ahead and read them off, and I'll write them down.
All right, buddy. K9HKS.
Roger.
KD9IVV.
Roger.
KC9KCF.
Roger.
And W0AFD.
Oh, no.
There goes the net. All right, and this is W0TRD, Rich. I'm 29.2, 29.2, like everyone else, looking for up into the mid to upper 50s today. No wind, no rain, gently falling barometer. Thanks for being out there, and we got to chat. I sent you an email, but I'm having my Yahoo emails want to hang up sometimes, and that's what it's doing. We'll chat later. W0, thanks, Rich, for being out there. Scratch between the ears to Biscuit, and to each and every one of you, just a great day. Best 7-3 from W0TRD.
Okay, Mark. Yeah, take care of Riley, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks for running it, picking it up that hour. Good morning. This is K0PIR, Kilo Zero Papa India Radio. The handle is Rich, Romeo India Charlie Hotel. QTH is Pierre, South Dakota, and I'll be your net control this hour. The Breakfast Club meets daily from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. on 3973 kilohertz, where old-timers are never forgotten and newcomers are always welcome. You don't need to be a member to check in. Just have a general class license or higher. The Breakfast Club net is non-controversial and non-political. You can find out more information at www.hamdata.com. That's www.hotel-alpha-mike-delta-alpha-tango-alpha.com. And look for the Breakfast Club link on the left-hand side. If you can't get to that, send an email to one of the net controls, and my email is good on QRZ. First, let's have a moment of silence for our silent keys, and, of course, in honor of our nation's veterans. Okay, thank you for that. And I'm going to look for mobiles or portables. Any mobiles or portables out there, call now. All right, nothing heard. Are there any remotes that are short time? Remotes that are short time, call now.
Whiskey 5, Quebec Charlie on short time.
Okay, W5QC, come on in for a cup.
Hey, good morning, Rich, K0PIR in the Breakfast Club. This is W5QC, Steve here in Pottsville, Arkansas. Well, we're enjoying 37 degrees outside, 37, going to get up to 62 today. Back is still killing me. I need to finish putting a lawn sweeper together. Don't like too much more, but I don't look like I'm going to get that done today. Being 62, clear skies, would be a great day to finish that and get my yard work and my leaves picked up, but I don't think my back's going to let me do it. So anyway, I guess we're going to have to break down and go to a dock and get something for it or whatever. But anyway, I got to head off here in a few minutes to retiree breakfast in Russellville, so that's why I'm on short time. I wanted to get in and say hello to everybody and anyway, check in with you. Haven't checked in with you for a while there, Rich, and we'll say top of the day to everybody, and everybody have a safe one out there. Back over to you, Rich, K0PIR in the Breakfast Club. This is W5QC, Steve here in Pottsville, Arkansas, sir.
Morning, Steve.
Hey, good morning, Tom.
All right, Steve, thanks for checking in. Sounds like you got some beautiful weather. We've got 31 right now, and I think headed up to 60. Enjoy your day. I hope everything goes well. Okay, are there any more remotes or short time? Okay, I opened myself up to that one. All right, I do have quite a few on the list, but let me see who else is out there that wants to get on the list.
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Tango Whiskey.
Kilowatt Charlie 9, Kilowatt Radio X-ray.
KB0OU.
Whiskey Fox 0 Golf. Foxtrot Charlie Golf.
Whiskey 0 Golf Tango.
Kilowatt 0 Victor United Whiskey.
Whiskey Bravo 0 Bravo.
Alpha 0 India Alpha.
November 9, Lima Echo November.
Come on, Lynn. Morning, Rick.
Okay, that was quite good. I just missed one, but let me tell you who I got. I got TW, I got KRX, I got OU, I got FCG, I got W0GT, got VUW, Whiskey Bravo 0 Bravo, Alpha Alpha 0 India Alpha, November 9 LEN, N9 LEN, got you, Lynn, and who did I miss?
Whiskey Fox 0 Golf.
Okay, that's the one. Whiskey Fox 0 Golf. You were covered up by somebody. Let me pick up the ones that Mark had. I'm using Ham.Live, and I got a few people already checked in when they logged in, but let me get those ones that Mark gave to me. K9HKS, Jim, come on in, and stand by IVV, Rick.
Okay, that's K0PIR, it's K9HKS. Jim Sterling, Illinois. Good morning to you.
There's a whole bunch here. I've been listening off and on here, just about half a night here before Breakfast Club, and anyway, 35 degrees, but it's going to go to upper 50s, I guess, today. Hard to believe for this time of the year, but hey, we're going to take every bit of it here. Right to normal weather, so looking forward to it. Hope I sound okay this morning. I'm on a new radio here and playing around with some audio settings, so I might have it all messed up. I don't know, but you can tell me what it sounds like when you come back there for Yaesu FCDX 101NT.
K0PIR, K9HKS, Sterling, Illinois.
Sounding great, Jim. Sounding great. Sounding great.
Okay, Jim. Yeah, usually the default settings sound really good. I think you could add a little bit more highs in there, but that's just a personal preference. Thanks, Jim, and enjoy that new radio. That's going to be a chore to figure out. They're fantastic. All right, let's get Rick in here. KD9IVV, come on in, Rick, and stand by KCF Mark.
K0PIR, Rich, good morning. It's Rick here in Spring Bay, Illinois, where we are 37 degrees, going to top out at 56. And boy, joyous day, we're going to get to see the sun again. Been a little bit cloudy here for a few days, that's for sure. You're definitely right. Today is a day of remembrance, that's for sure. And the many, many that went before us and served to protect this country, and particularly ones that died doing it. Our hats are off and our prayers are for them and their family. Back to you, Rich. Kilo Delta 9, India Victor Victor.
Kilo Uniform 9, Sugar.
Okay, I picked up Jerry, and thank you, Rick. And boy, it's beautiful weather. Enjoy that nice weather, Rick. And we're fortunate to have it. Take care. We'll talk to you later. KC9, KCF, come on in, and then AFD, you're the last one on that list.
Okay, good morning there, Rich. K0PIR, KC9, KCF Mark here in Benton, Illinois. Just a great coffee on you this morning there, Rich. Everybody's sounding really good this morning. The temperature here is, looks like 38. Supposed to get up to 58 today, so that'll be a nice temperature. And looks like rain moving in tomorrow evening. So thanks for getting me in. Hope you and everybody has a great rest of the week, and we'll catch you next time, Rich. K0PIR, KC9, KCF.
Morning, Mark.
Morning, my love.
Okay, Mark. Yeah, good copy on you. Got your 38 going to 58, and enjoy that nice weather, Mark. WA0AFD, Bill, good morning. Come on in, and then I'll look for some more check-ins before I start at the top of the list.
Morning, William.
Good morning. This is WA0AFD, Bill in Chesterfield, Missouri, and a good morning to all of the Breakfast Club. And, of course, this is Pearl Harbor Day. I was 3 at the time. I was born in October of 38. But I will tell you one thing for a fact. I believe it was in 1958, the ship that I was aboard, a Navy ship, we were tied up at Ford Island, not too terribly far from that flag sticking up out of the water in the Arizona, I believe. And I remember as a young man standing on the fantail and looking out over that flag you could see sticking up out of the water. It was kind of a very difficult, emotional type situation. Of course, that was 20 years ago, but I was old enough to grasp the concept of just what really happened. Anyhow, to all of those who gave their life on that attack, I still have memories for them, and thank you for being in the service, trying to defend us, and may you rest in peace. Anyhow, I'll be picking up the net next hour, Rich. I got a call from Earl last night, and he can't make it this morning, so I'll be picking it up at 7 o'clock. Item number 3 is next time I hear Chesterfield, I will authenticate what he said. There actually is a meaning of Chesterfield, what does relate to a sofa. I found that on the internet, and we all know if it's on the internet, it has to be correct. And then a polish off today. Oh, yes. I get to go to the dentist this afternoon, but it's a routine exam. Now that, my friend, is as brief and to the point as I can be, which is not very much. Back to you. I'll see you at the top of the hour, Rich. K0PIR, WA0AFD.
Attaboy, Bill.
Okay, thank you, Bill, and I'll give you a call here at the top of the hour, or close to it. I guess I'll go ahead and run over if I got a lot, because you don't need to be doing a full hour if you don't have to. So we'll just see how it goes. So far, I've already got 22 on the list, And yeah, I've got my flag up, ORD, Bob ORD's flag that we got at the picnic one year, and I had that thing on my desk ever since. Take care, Bill. We'll give you a call here later on. All right, let's see. Before I start at the top of the list, that'd be Jake. Who else is out there that wants to check in?
N0YTD.
Okay, I heard YTH, and was that KC9IVO?
Roger.
Okay, got you. Anybody else?
N0YTD.
Okay, there's Mike. YPD got you down, Mike. Anybody else? Okay, let's get rolling here. N0MAR. Jake, come on in. Stand by YEQ Fred. Uh-oh. Well, it looks like he's left. One more time. Jake, are you there? Okay, I see Fred's still online. K0YEQ. Come on in, Fred, and stand by OID Milo.
Well, good morning, Rich. K0YEQ here in Lecompton, Kansas. Good morning to everyone. Nice net's got going here. Rich, lots of check-ins. I can see them. Here on Ham.Live, .Live. I've got 47 degrees this morning. It's been windy overnight. I've had a gust up to 30 miles an hour. Weather folks tell us it's supposed to blow up to 40 today and get up to 65 degrees. So I guess it's blowing in some warm air from the southwest, and it's going to probably put all the leaves in a pile to the north now, and we'll probably turn around and blow them the other way here when it cools off. Kind of the way it works. Not much else, Rich. Good hearing you, and I'm going to be headed off work here in just a little bit. See if I can put in another day. Catch y'all later. K0YEQ 73 all.
Okay, fine business, Fred. Good copy on you. And thanks for being here. Thanks for using Ham.Live. I see Milo's on there too, but I got your 47 windy and high. I think you said 65. I think that's about where we're headed today. I hope we don't get all that wind though. But it's like South Dakota for us to get that wind. Enjoy your day, Fred. We'll talk to you later. Milo, good morning. KA8OID, come on in and stand by OUX Martin.
Hey, da-da-dee-da-da-did-it. Hello, Jerry. I'm starting to learn Morse code. Hey, Tom, thanks for the email. That idea that you had of going to Branson sounds like a good idea. And Rich, this is KA8OID for identification purposes only. Bill, Mr. Bill, in Chesterfield, Alice and I had lunch yesterday at the Breakfast Club. Icom down there on Chesterfield Airport Road. And good morning to you, Bill, and good morning to Gary and Debbie and Wildwood and Tom. I think I heard Tom out there. I did hear Tom and Betty Lou. Tom, thanks a lot for the email. Great idea to meet. Branson is a good place to go. Good morning to Gary and Ron. And who did I miss? I know I missed somebody, but just good morning to everybody. Rich, I've got 40 degrees here. And we're not going to go quite as high as the Kansas temperature there, but we're going to go up to about 64 for the high temperature. Thanks a lot, Rich. Thanks for having me, and good morning to everybody on the Breakfast Club. Conditions are pretty darn good this morning. KA8OID, St. Charles, Missouri. Good, Gary.
Okay, Milo. Yeah, the conditions are pretty good, and I've got some of my neighbors' Christmas lights showing up on the spectrum scope, and thank goodness they're not right on this frequency. But anyway, Milo, take care. Got your 40 going to 64. Beautiful weather. We'll talk to you later. WB0OUX. Martin, come on in, and then the next one will be KB0OU.
K0PIR, WB0OUX. Well, good morning, Rich. Yeah, you got a nice 5.9 signal coming in here. Signals are weak a little bit here, but everybody's readable. Signals are down, and so's the noise floor, so I guess it's not a bad thing. But anyhow, we got 41.2 degrees and pretty strong wind out of the south, so it's going to warm up today to a high of 63. Not bad for December in the Midwest. Anyhow, just want to say 7-3 to everyone. Hope you have a great day. This is WB0OUX, back to net control.
Okay, Martin, fine business and real good. Got your 41.2 and windy. I had to look at mine, and so far we don't have any wind. Take care, Martin. We'll talk to you later. KB0OU, good morning, John. Come on in and stand by KF0TW, Gary.
K0PIR in the good old breakfast club. This is KB0U with 47 degrees here in southwest Missouri. Just a half mile north of that great city of Exeter, Missouri. And if you don't know where that is, that's about an hour west of the great city of Branson. Everybody knows where Branson is. Let's see, we're going up to 63 today, according to the app on my phone. Got a southwest breeze at 10 miles an hour right now, and it is clear outside. The stars are shining bright, and the moon's even shining out there, but it's only a sliver of moon. It's definitely not as full as it was a few days ago. One thing I got to do this morning is get my flag up for the Pearl Harbor Day. So, good. Excuse me. All of a sudden had to sneeze. But anyway, we'll get that done here in a little bit. Back to you, Rich. K0U. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, Gesundheit, John. Thanks for checking in. Got your 63, 10 mile an hour wind and clear skies. Our stars are out. Thanks, John. Enjoy your day, and we'll talk to you later. Next up is KF0TW. Gary, good morning. Come on in. Stand by. KRX Brad.
K0PIR, Rich and the Breakfast Club. Good morning. I've got 40 degrees here. The weather predictor on this gauge here shows rain, but I think that's not going to happen, but we'll see. Who knows? The weather people don't even know. Got a great signal, Rich. Going to be watching our 5-year-old grandson. The 6th, soon to be 7-year-old is in school, so we don't have to take care of him. So should be an exciting day. This is Kilo Foxtrot 0 Tango Whiskey Gary in Rolla, Missouri.
Old Apple Farmer.
All right, I picked up Andy. Is there anybody else?
Kilo 0 Sierra Delta. November 8, Lima Bravo.
Okay, I picked up K0SSD and November 8 Lima Bravo. I think there was one more. Try it again. Okay, was that Whiskey Alpha 0 Mike Zulu? Roger. Okay, I picked you up, and let's see, one more time. Anybody else? Okay, well, Gary, a good copy on you. Got your 40 degrees. Thanks for checking in, and enjoy your nice weather down there. KC9KRX, Brad, good morning. Come on in and stand by FCG Tom.
K0PIR, KC9KRX, good morning to you. Thank you for doing it this morning. We got 33 degrees, and good morning to everybody. My name is Mark, and Terry, and hope everybody's having a good morning. Well, right along. K0PIR, KC9KRX.
Okay, Brad, got your 33 degrees, and thanks for checking in with us. Enjoy the rest of your day. K0FCG, Tom, come on in and stand by GT Randy.
Hey, good morning to you, Rich. Big good morning to all the breakfast clubbers, and somebody mentioned, I think it was Martin a little bit earlier, about signals being a little depressed this morning. That's kind of the way it's been here in my QTH when I signed in or checked in there right after the top of the hour, but it's starting to get better now. You were about an S6 or an S7, Rich, and now you're up touching a little bit over S9, so the old band is getting better for us, I guess. Well, Pearl Harbor Day, you know, I was born in 1946, which was obviously, 5 years after that occurred, but I guarantee you my parents and my grandparents and all my relatives, Pearl Harbor Day held a special significance for them, and especially for my mother and father. It wasn't too long after that occurred that my dad was drafted into the Army and ended up serving with the 3rd Armored Division and was part of the Normandy invasion over in Europe. And even after he got back home, and I can remember in my growing up years, he always had a special reverence for Pearl Harbor Day because it definitely changed his life and changed my mother's life until he got back home and things being a lot different in those days. I can remember my mother talking about she would come home. She was a school teacher. She would come home from school and go in and set up the big old console radio and get the news about what was going on. But not like today with the internet. What is it? Snapchat, FaceTime, and all that stuff that we have available now. But we got to remember those days, and as time moves on, you know, we're losing folks. I don't know how many World War II vets are still around, but there aren't very many. My father died about 15 years ago, and we're losing them at a fast rate. Let's see, what else here? I think we're going to be in the mid to upper 60s today. That's what they were saying on TV last night. And the only thing I know for sure is I've got a grandkid playing basketball this evening, so Grandma and I are going to be attending his basketball game. And other than that, I guess I'm footloose and fancy free today, Rich. Don't have any properties to look at till, I think, what is it, Friday. I've got some rental properties scheduled. I've got to look at about 5 duplexes on Friday. So that's it from here, Rich. Give the puppy dog a scratch, and here we go. K0PIR and the good old breakfast club. This is K0FCG. Back to you, Rich.
Okay, fine business, Tom, and Mr. B just walked in the door. I got your going into the 60s, and that's where we're going to be today. Thanks for checking in, and I've got some video of war veterans, their videos, interviews, and I've watched them, and very interesting. I'll post a link on the Facebook page that we have. take care, Tom, and enjoy your day. Let's see. Yeah, your day off, too. Let's get Randy in here. W0GT, come on in, Randy, and stand by VUW. Gary.
Morning, Randy.
Hey, good morning, Tom. Say hi to Dave Lewis and Kathy and me. Have a great day. K0PIR in the Breakfast Club. W0GT, West Burlington, Iowa. Good morning, Rich. We are at 35 degrees. Going to a whopping 57 today. 57, how about that? Got a rally fat and about 60 tomorrow they're talking about. Then we got some rain coming in, so it's going to cool back down for the weekend, Rich, but still a little bit above normal, so can't complain at all. Hey, getting it to be a scratch, and my little Rusty here is Jackson. He's curled up asleep in a chair right next to me, so he's keeping an eye on me. Thanks for the cup, Rich. Everybody have a great day. Sure good to hear everybody. K0PIR, W0GT. Thanks for the cup, Rich. Hi, Jerry.
K9STP.
Okay, I got K9STP, and that's the way they do, Randy. Give him a pat on the head, and you take care. I think you said 35 going to 50, and maybe some rain coming. Let's see. Yeah, that boy. I was looking at the weather out there in Washington, and they've got a lot of rain. I think it's going to be heading this way. Take care, Randy, and enjoy your day. Let's get K0VUW in here. Come on in, Gary, and stand by Whiskey Bravo 0 Bravo. Larry.
MIC. COU, big guy. K0VUW, good morning to one and all. And Rich, before I forget, you got a great signal in here this morning. Everybody's coming in superbly. Very good on everything. Remember Pearl Harbor? Quick story about that. I rambled on the last time, but my oldest brother, my mom made him wait till he graduated from high school. In May of 41, he went in. And one of my first cousins, all of them, there were 9, but Bob would never talk about, they were so short, we forget how we were on the ropes. People were turning in any old hubcaps or wheels or stoves, anything to get metal together and whatnot, because we had pretty much depleted all our scrap steel selling it to Japan like idiots. But we were on the ropes. Victory Gardens, remember those? Anybody? Maybe guys aren't old enough, but anyway. Coincidence to show you, after the war was just winding up and we were in Okinawa, my brother was walking all alone, lonesome, away from home. Had been away now 4 years or almost 5. And coming the other way was another lonely sailor. And the other thing is that they were so short of people, my brother got pulled off a ship and went with a Marine detachment. They grabbed Navy guys, and he was part of one of these flamethrower guys, and went in and rooted out these Japanese in the caves. He said, oh, it was brutal. He didn't talk about it much, but he said, oh, no, it was terrible. But there's 2 lonely sailors walking, one going east, one going west, and they come up on each other. And here it's my cousin Bill. Here, 2 guys in Okinawa by themselves, in the end of a war, and their first cousins. They were about the same age too, so they knew each other really well. What a coincidence, huh? Anyway, 40 degrees. Good morning to Mr. Bill out there in Chesterfield. He's sounding great. Hope he's doing well, and his voice is all cleared up, and everybody's doing great. So, is W8CJJ around?
I haven't heard him.
Okay, well, I don't know if you heard, Tom, and this is terrible, the new rules in college are terrible. The Ohio State quarterback has decided to opt out, the last I heard. It's supposed to be official.
upping out. His starting quarterback won't play in that bowl game. Can you believe a guy would abandon his team like that? Unbelievable. Anyway, thanks, Rick. Good job. K0PIR, K0 Victor, Uncle Willie. It's all about money, Gary. It's a shame. That's why I watch high school. The hell with them.
Yeah, now we're down to high school. Yeah, the high school games, they were something. I haven't been to one in a while. But, yeah, I think you're right, Tom. Gary, great copy on you, and that's very interesting. That's funny that they would meet out there all the way from home, that many miles. Take care, Gary. Enjoy your day, and we'll talk to you later. Whiskey Bravo 0 Bravo. Larry, come on in and stand by. IA Sherman.
Yeah, K0PIR WB0B here in Denmark, Iowa. We're about near Randy's area, and every Saturday I play cribbage with a guy that's 98 years old, that's a veteran from Okinawa and Saipan, and he's still pretty spry. Has to be careful with his walker once in a while, but Randy knows him as W0BIN. I have, Rich, you have 39 degrees here in Denmark, Iowa. Supposed to get up to around 57, and it looks like it's going to be a good day. Still see a few stars out there, but it's going to be clear and nice southerly breeze, so we'll have some warm temperatures here. K0PIR in the Breakfast Club. This is WB0B, Whiskey Bravo 0 Bravo, Larry in Denmark, clear.
Tell Dean hello from me, Larry.
Roger, roger.
Okay, Larry, well, good to hear you on this morning. Got you at 39 going to 57, and a terrific signal from Denmark, Iowa. Thanks for checking in with us, and I hope to hear you on again soon. This is K0PIR with the Breakfast Club, and AA0IA. Sherman, come on in and stand by LEN Lynn.
Morning, Sherman. When you get finished, I need a word with you.
Okay, Tom. Good morning to you, too. K0PIR. Good morning, everyone, especially to you, Rich. Doing a super job. This is AA0IA, and we're in Ozark, Missouri. And for information, we're about 25 miles north of Branson. I understand everybody knows where Branson is. And if you come from the north, well, you have to come by my place within a couple of miles. So have a good trip if you go to Branson. About 42 degrees here, Rich. Going to get up to 65. Going to be a beautiful day. A little breezy, but not too bad. The rain's supposed to be coming in tomorrow evening late, so everything's going to be beautiful for a couple of days, and looking forward to that. Going to try to be outside some quite a bit and take advantage of all this beautiful weather. I joined the Navy right out of high school. In fact, my father had to sign for me. I was so young. But I think about my father. He lived through that time period of the World War II, and I always think about what his thoughts were whenever I was joining the Navy, and I knew he had information about Pearl Harbor and all that, but anyway, he did sign for me, and I went in, and it helped me kind of mature a little bit. I never did grow up enough, I guess, but anyway, it helped me to grow up a little bit. That's about all I have to say on this end, Rich. Boy, conditions have come up a little bit, and everybody's sounding real good, and especially you, Rich. Got a good signal in the Ozark. AA0IA.
Contact, Rick.
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
Hey, Sherman, if you don't mind, my email address is good on QRZ. Would you mind to email me your phone number? I want to run some
up the bayou.
Okay, I'm not on QRZ, but I'll make it a point to get on it and try to sign up for that. I've been thinking about that. Hey, Tom, I'll give it a try.
Okay, well, like I say, I've got something I want to run. I'm sure you probably don't want to put your phone number out over the air.
Well, probably, I get a few of those strange calls anyway, so I wouldn't want to get any extras.
Okay, well, if you want to go ahead and get on there and send it to me, like I say, I've got a deal I want to run by you, but anyway, thanks for the break, Rich. Back to you, K0FCG. Thanks, Rich.
Okay, Tom and Sherman. Yeah, good copy on you, Sherman, from Ozark, Missouri, and I'm sure I've passed your house and just didn't know it many times. Take care and enjoy that nice weather, Sherman. N9LEN, good morning, Lynn. Come on in and stand by Whiskey Foxtrot 0 Golf. Steve.
Okay, good morning, Rich, and good morning, everybody out there. I'll sort of make it quick. N9LEN, Janesville, Wisconsin. We're looking at about 34 degrees, going up to about 50. We had a nice time last night. We got together with some of the local hams, the cartel over in Broxton, Roscoe, and had a real good time. Jerry was there, KU9S, and Skipper John, AC9LV, and Captain Bob, KU9I, and there's a few other hams I didn't know that well, but they were there. We had a real good time, and my girlfriend had a real good. It was amazing how much her and Jerry's path has crossed, and they knew a lot of people, and they were talking back and forth, and it was really a good time. But okay, that's it for me. We have you logged in at 31 degrees. All have a good day. This is N9LEN.
Morning, Lynn.
Hey, morning, Jerry. Good seeing you last night.
Roger.
Okay, Lynn, and let's see, we've got 30 degrees here in Pierre, and I got your 34 going up to 50. Thanks for checking in, Lynn, and thanks for running the nets that you do. Take care. We'll catch you later. Whiskey Foxtrot 0 Golf. The other Steve, come on in and stand by KU9S Gary.
K0PIR and the Breakfast Club. This is Whiskey Fox 0 Golf. Steve here in Neosho, Missouri. We're looking at 48 degrees right now, and forecast 63 with the wind. I think a lot of folks around these parts are just my first recollection ever, I was 3 years old, and one of my cousins, Dad's first cousin, a lot of those farm boys around where Dad lived were scooped up, and one way or the other served in World War II. And one first cousin Edgar was killed on the second day of the invasion, and 47, his remains were brought back, and there was a funeral for him at the family cemetery. And as I say, I was 3 years old, standing by my folks, and I still remember his mother wailing and crying, and then that wasn't enough. The honor guard, they're firing the volleys from their M1 Garand, and it obviously made an impression, because as I say, that is the first memory I have ever of anything. So back to you, Rich. Everybody hang on to your derby hats if you're out there today. Windy day. WF30, back to you, Rich.
Whiskey 8, Charlie, Juliet.
Okay, there he is. Somebody was asking about you. Gary was asking about you earlier. VUW. Got you, Mike. And Steve, the other Steve down there, 48 going to 63. Sounds like you've got some nice weather ahead of you in Neosho. Take care, Steve, and we'll talk to you later. This is K0PIR, Rich with the Breakfast Club, and next up is Jerry, KU9S. Come on in and stand by YTH Steve.
Hey, good morning to you, Rich. Good morning to one and all. Good morning to Len up there in Jamesburg and everybody else. Today is December 7th, 2023. And 1965 on December 7th, my son was born. He is no longer with us, so happy birthday in heaven to you, Tom. And my uncle, Vernon J. Olson, O-L-S-E-N, was on the Arizona on December 7th, 1941, and he was up in a crow's nest, and he survived. He survived the day there in 1941. He served on another ship, and he was actually sunk on another ship. Survived that. He had one heck of a Navy career. I mean, he came through it. He worked for ComEd for many years. He passed away in 2011, and his last wish was to be cremated and put back on the Arizona, which did occur. I believe that happened probably, he passed away in 2011, April 22nd of 2011. But I think around maybe 13 or 14, I don't know the exact year, but his cremains were put down with his fellow sailors on the Arizona. They were put down the tube. And so my uncle Vern is back with his Navy buddies, and my aunt passed away in 2019. His wife. Anyhow, long story, but commemorating December 7, 1941, my uncle Vern was there, and God bless all the sailors and people that gave their lives and served for this country. K0PIR, Kilowatt Uniform 90.
Alpha Echo 0, Tango Golf.
Okay, I picked up Alpha Echo 0 Tango Golf, and I've got a lot on the list, so I'm going to stop there. Let's see. Yeah, Jerry, amen to that. And it is a day of remembrance, that's for sure. Thanks, Jerry, for checking in and sounding good, and we'll talk to you later. KD0YTH, Steve, come on in, stand by IVO Harold. KD0YTH, Steve, you still there?
Mr. YTH, you're being called, WA0AFD for relay.
Okay, moving right along. KC9IVO, Harold, come on in, stand by YPD Mike.
All right, Rich, good morning to you and the rest of the gang out there. Thanks for hosting the net here for us this morning. You're sounding great. The rest of them are coming in real good to Rock Island, Illinois. KC9IVO, Harold at the microphone. Looks like we were up to 36 degrees over here in Rocky Island. That's a pretty good start compared to what we have had the last few days there. So we're trying to go up to 55. We're going to try to go up to 55. It'll take most of the day to get there, and then that seems like a pretty good temperature ordinarily, but it's going to be windy today. So that's going to cut right through you there. That'll take the edge, right on, put the edge right on it there. And take until about 2 in the afternoon to get warmed up pretty good as much as it's going to. And then it'll start cooling down about 3 because it gets dark at 4:30. So it's going to be a lot better day than what we've had. We're going to have plenty of sunshine. That's going to help. And we're going to do the same thing tomorrow there. That seems pretty good too. But the weatherman had to go mess it up and give us some rain on Saturday. Oh well. we'll just have to get the umbrellas out. But we're going to try to get outside today and enjoy as much of the better weather. 55 is better than 40, even if it is going to be windy, especially with the sunshine. Everybody have a great day there. Enjoy it as best you can. 2 days in a row, some pretty good weather. This time of year, we ought to feel blessed, that's for sure. Back over to you, Rich. Thanks again for doing it, everybody. We'll try to catch you guys a little later down the line. KC9IVO, good morning. Over.
Okay, Harold, nice copy on you. Got your 36 going to 55, and thanks for checking in. Enjoy your day. N0YPD, come on in, Mike, and stand by OAF Andy.
Hey, good morning to you, Rich, and good morning to the Breakfast Club group here this morning. Let's see, here, 38 right now, going to 50. And I think we hit 55 yesterday. It was so nice. I tried to spend a lot of time outside doing some work on the pickup and a few other things. So certainly enjoying the weather up here, Rich. It's, I'm sure, pretty decent in many other places too. But anyway, we're sure liking it. We are under a wind advisory here for early morning coming up here. Some gusts up to 55, so we'll see what happens there. K0PIR, thanks for the hot cup, Rich. And 0YPD running barefoot.
Kilo Bravo 9 Delta Echo Hotel checking in.
I got both of them there.
There too, Bill.
Okay, I better write these down. DEH. Okay, go ahead, Rich.
Okay, DEH and UEJ, you'll be on Bill's list. And Mike, good copy on you that time. Got your 38 going to 50. I don't think we're going to get that wind, but it may pop up. Anyway, thanks. Take care, Mike, and have a great rest of your day. Let's get Andy in here, WB0OAF. Come on in, Andy, and stand by SSD Tim.
Yep, good morning out that way there to you, Rich. Sounding good this morning. Good 10 over signal into northwest Iowa. And we're using the Heil PR781 this morning. I think we'll leave this one on here for a little while. Try a dynamic mic on an Icom and see what some of the other stations respond with. But we're running it through that IHY EQ, and it kind of cleans up the muddiness a little bit. Kind of crisps it up, like crisp lettuce. High 28 degrees. Looking at eBay this morning, fooling around here. I never bought anything from eBay in 20 years. I'm just comparing some prices on that Yaesu FT710 compared to the 7300 Icom. Just seeing what's going on. I kind of like that external display jack they got on the back of that Icom. But other than that, that's about it from here. Got the kiddies all fed, and I guess we're going to have a windy day today. Probably a good day to stay off the roads. 7-3, we'll do it again. K0PIR, WB0OAF.
Okay, Andy, boy, you sound great on that, and I think you need that equalizer. Which equalizer are you using?
This is the W2IHY. W2IHY. If I shut it off, this is what this microphone sounds like with it shut off. It's kind of muffled and bassy. And then if you turn it on, it'll kind of brighten it just a little bit, so it's more articulate. Over.
Oh yeah, I can definitely hear it, and that's what. Who's the Silent Key down in Florida? That's what he was using on his 7610, and I really liked it. Anyway, I drew a blank, but Andy, thanks. Take care. We'll catch you later. K0SSD up there in northeastern South Dakota. Come on in and stand by LB Lawrence.
You're thinking of Gene.
That's it.
That's right.
Gino, our old buddy.
Yep, K0SSD. Are you still on?
Good morning, everyone. This is Tim. Kilo Zero Sierra Sierra Delta out here in Hecla, South Dakota, where we're sitting at 26 degrees. Yesterday, we topped 50 degrees, which is pretty rare for my area. It's crazy weather out here. You know, my noise floor has been going up as high as 20 over. I think it's due to all the Christmas lights in the neighborhood. Seems like it's just been noisy as heck the last few days, or, well, last week or so. Anyway, it's just another beautiful day, and I wish everybody the best. Kilo Zero, Sierra Sierra Delta.
Okay, fine business, Tim. Yeah, same here. I live in town, and this time of year, Christmas lights. And mine seem to come on every once in a while for about 20 seconds, and then they go off. So it's intermittent. I'm not sure where they are, but I haven't been able to find them in years. So I might get the Elecraft. I got a KX2 and walk around the neighborhood and see if I can find it. Anyway, I don't know if I'd do anything, but just be able to, at least I'd be able to rest easy knowing that it's not in my house. I don't think it's my Christmas lights. Take care, Tim, and enjoy your day, and hope you don't get all that wind that others are getting. November 8, Lima Bravo, Lawrence or Larry, come on in and stand by. Mike Zulu, Steve. November 8, Lima Bravo, are you still there?
Mr. Lima Bravo, you're being called to Lima Bravo.
Okay, nothing heard. Whiskey Alpha Zero, Mike Zulu. Steve, are you still there?
Yeah, Roger, I'm still here.
Okay, come on in for a cup, Steve, and stand by STP Jerry.
Okay, very good. K0 PIR, Rich, sold goods down here in West King County. WA0MMP, you better say that. And here, 35 degrees, and expecting 56. So really different here with the weather. And the talk about the war and the things that happened to the so that's good for this time. WA0MMG, checking it.
Okay, a good copy on you. Copy 100%, and thanks for checking in. 35 going to 56. Take care and enjoy your day. A9 STP Jerry, good morning. Come on in. Stand by CJJ Mike.
Oh, good morning, Rich, and everybody on the net. Waving a hand out there at my neighbor VO on the rock, and HKS over there at Sterling. And also stop talking. Oh, no, Bill, that's right. Another fine day. Which I usually say to stop talking, please. So hopefully everybody's got a good day going. It's currently 33 degrees here on the east coast of Iowa, and it's supposed to go up in 53. So it's any droplets of snow laying around should be gone. That's a good thing. It could stay that way until the middle of March. So hopefully everybody's got a good day planned. My daughter and her two large dogs coming over for a play day today, and the dogs chase each other up and down the hallway, and oh my goodness, it's a melee of fur. So we'll talk to everybody later. 7. Thanks for the coffee. K9 STP.
How many do you have on the log, Rich? WA0AFD?
Just 2 more, Bill.
Okay, go right ahead, sir, and I'll be standing by.
All right, and Jerry, good copy on you, 33 going to 53. Thanks for checking in, Jerry, and enjoy your day. W8CJJ, good morning, Mike. Come on in and stand by TG Ken.
All right, good morning, Rich. Good morning to all that can hear me. Bill, if you would put me on your list. This is Mike, W8CJJ, located in Northwest Ohio. It's a day of remembrance for sure. A lot of interesting stories that you guys have talked about there from possibly your parents or uncles or whatnot that have served on this date in that Sunday morning. I've always watched wherever I could. Sometimes you'll see it on TV, but not much anymore. And that was, and probably somebody has already mentioned it, the movie Tora. That is one of the closest, I think, to the World War II day there. Start of World War II. Although I think I've got some old QSTs that were printed around the time there of World War II, and it sounds like they were ramping up the war. In the U.S. here, knowing it was going to happen at some point in 1939. I don't know. That's my oldest QST, but I could be wrong on that. On the interference, intermittent interference and that, I used one of these Crane pocket radios. Worked out really good, of course, on the AM band and tuned to a weak station, or no station, actually. And you can walk pole to pole. A lot of them is the old HPS lights, which are the yellow lights, high pressure sodium. And they have a 5,000 volt starter in them that to get the lamp ionized, it kicks in there, and sometimes when the lamp is at the point of replacement, it takes a while to ionize it, so it keeps putting out that 5,000 volt light. A lot of our lights out here are now changed to the LEDs. They're not quite as bright, but I don't seem to get any interference from them either, so I don't know. Just lucky, I guess. Anyway, thanks for doing the net, Rich. Everybody have a great day there, and we'll listen there. Got a cup of coffee, and we'll sit back and listen. Back to net control. This is W8CJJ. 30, if I haven't already mentioned it, 36 degrees here. It's been 36 all morning long. Thanks for doing the net, Rich. Over.
Quick comment.
Go ahead, comment.
Yeah, Mike, this is Gary, K0VUW. I don't know if you heard the Ohio State-Mizzou game I was going to kid you about and bet on it with you, but I don't know if you hear about the Ohio State quarterback.
I know the game is on the 29th, and but that's about all I know. I don't follow football much, but you can better believe I'll be watching on the 29th. Gary, go ahead.
Well, I think you're going to be disappointed because it's terrible. The way they've changed the college rules. Your quarterback is signed to go to the pros and is going to leave the team. He's going to leave his team high and dry for a bowl game. He can't play because he signed with the NFL. Do you believe that?
It's all about the bench there, Gary. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you know, so don't bet on him, okay?
I'm not a betting person. I'll probably pray for the team. They'll need some help, won't they?
Well, they will without a starting quarterback.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'll pass that on to my friend Paul, W8FKY. I'm sure he already knows. Yeah, very good. Thanks, Gary. Back to net, W8CJJ.
And I'm available, Gary, of Ohio State. He's a quarterback.
Okay, Bill's volunteering. And, yeah, all right, Mike, yeah, good copy on you. And that's real interesting. That may be it. I haven't, I didn't think we had any of those older lights around here, but I'm going to have to check. It just seems like it comes up around this time of year. It just started a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, I don't know. Take care, Mike, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for the info. And yeah, that's a great movie. I love that movie. Alpha Echo Zero Tango Golf. I believe it's Ken. Come on in, and then I'm going to turn it over to Bill.
Well, thank you very much for picking me up. This is Alpha Echo Zero Tango Golf, Ken in Eota, Minnesota, where it's 30 degrees today. Got done some motorcycle oil changes yesterday and fixed a dryer heater that burned out, but got a lot of chores done. But it's supposed to get up from 30 to 52 today, so maybe I'll take the bike out for a ride. Thanks for picking me up and a cup of coffee. Back to net.
Morning, Ken.
Morning, Dave.
Okay, Ken, terrific signal into South Dakota. This is K0PIR with the Breakfast Club. You take care. Enjoy that nice weather. All right, Bill, WA0AFD, come on in for a cup, and I'll turn it over to you.
Okie dokie, Rich. Well, temperature-wise, we've got 40 and a high of 64. Thank you very much for all you do for the good old Breakfast Club, and we'll catch you a little later this morning on the other end. USL?
USL, Bill, we got 31 going up to, I think, 60 today, and we'll talk to you later. K0PIR 73.
73, Rich. This is WA0AFD, and we are the Breakfast Club where old-timers are never forgotten. Newcomers, very welcome, etc. Non-controversial, non-political, world affairs should be limited, etc. Membership not a requirement. If you'd like membership information, send me an email request. I am good on QRZ.com at Whiskey Alpha Zero Alpha Foxtrot Delta. And I'll send you a copy of the most recent newsletter, which has that 4 minutes. Well, today's kind of a special day because, of course, it's Pearl Harbor Day. I was born in 38, so I was 3 years old. But I have served in the Navy from 57 to 61. And I believe it was 1958. The ship I served on was tied up at Port Island, not too terribly far from the flag sticking out of the water. The Arizona, of course, I make a reference to. I've had many somber moments, gentlemen and ladies, as the day after. But standing on the fan ceiling, observing that flag sticking out of the water, what a sobering and somber moment. In keeping with that thought, let us have a moment of silence for those who have defended our country and given their lives, especially those war heroes who were viciously attacked without any provocation during Pearl Harbor, and all that their families endured, and the memories they have, etc. A special memory, a moment of silence for those Pearl Harbor people, as well as other veterans, other military who have served in our country. Pardon me for being lunky and verbose, but I had to get my feelings out. A moment of silence, if you will, please. Okay, let's see. Before I ask for general check-in, I have an announcement. Tomorrow, Friday, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Let me try that one again. 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. I need the net control. Mr. DTO has a doctor's appointment, and I might be able to take for a half hour, but I've got a commitment tomorrow morning at 8. So please, someone volunteer for Friday, 7 to 8. Do we have any mobiles or portables? Mobiles or portables? Do I have any relays on mobiles or portables? Okay, here's on my list. DEK, Sierra, Charlie, Juliet, and Victor Uniform Willie. Who else?
W9DON.
W0 Golf Zulu. Okay, I got Don in Golf Zulu.
Golf Tango.
Who is that?
W0GT, Bill.
Oh, I got you, Randy. Got you.
Kilo 9, Sierra Tango Papa.
Was that you in there, Jerry?
Yes, sir. Sierra Tango Papa.
MKP, who else?
Whiskey Alpha 9, Alpha Quebec, Quebec.
Mr. Bill down there in Hot Springs, I got you. And then Mr. Brad got?
Whiskey Delta Zero, Charlie, Victor, Sierra.
Mr. CBS, I got you. See, here's who I picked up. Don, DZ, Golf Tango, Sierra Tango Papa, or AQQ, Kilowatt Romeo X-Ray on CBS. There might have been one or two that I missed. Okay. Well, let's go back up there to the top of the list to one of our fine net controls. Hello, Jerry. How are you this morning? KB9DEH, W80IMD, and we are the Breakfast Club.
Good morning, Jerry.
What's that?
Just said good morning to Jerry.
Yeah, good morning, John. I was in the kitchen. Okay, WA0AFD, Belvedere Breakfast Club, Chesapeake, Missouri. Kilo Bravo 9, Delta Echo Hotel, Jericho City, Illinois, where it's mostly sunny. And we're at 34 degrees, 89% humidity, 29.90 on the barometric pressure, and falling. Wind is southwest at 5 miles an hour. We're going to have a high of 53 degrees. So that's a fine day. So thanks for doing the service, Bill. Turn back to you. W80FD, KB9DEH.
Well, now,
K9HKS.
We net controls have a special software package, and we can see what's going on, and we always call people when they're away from the mic. You did get your copy of that, didn't you?
Right.
Good morning, and thank you for all you do for the good old breakfast. So we're going up to Princeton, I'm thinking, and 9UEK, W80AFD. Good morning, Paul.
K9HKS.
Okay, was that you, HKS, Tim?
I think so.
Okay, was there another one? Okay, Paul, as always, good signal, good copy, and thank you. And we're going to pick up Jerry now. Jerry, another sobering thought. Heard you say reference to your son Tom was there. And we always think we're going to advance him, but we'll have a moment of silence for your son Tom, and then we'll go back to you. We're going to have a moment of silence just to remember Tom. That's Jerry's son. Thank you. Go ahead, Jerry.
Well, thanks, Bill. Yeah, today is Tom's birthday. He was born December 7th, 1965. And it was just shortly after that my twin brother got shipped over to Vietnam. And he got over there, I think, January 1st of 66. Anyhow, yeah, my Uncle Vern was on the Arizona. I went through that last hour, but he had a lot of stories about. He was on the Lexington, actually, when it got sunk. I mean, the Navy sunk that itself, but it was too badly damaged to do any repair on it. But he was on the Lexington when it got hit, and he was also on a gasoline tanker. My uncle had many stories about his Navy experience, and he passed away in 2011, and he had Alzheimer's. The last time I saw him was actually in 2007. I went down there Christmas vacation time, early January, I think, in 2007, and spent 10 days with my uncle and my aunt down at Port Charlotte, Florida. And we got an N9DAZ that lives down in Northport right now, a good friend of mine. Anyhow, thanks, Bill, for letting me in. I think I used up my 2 minutes again. Yeah, WA0AFD, Kilowatt Uniform 9 Sugar. Good morning, all.
Did you say this would be Tom's birthday and born in 65?
Yes. Today would have been his 58th birthday. He passed away in 2020.
Well, may he rest in peace, and I'm sure that's a very difficult situation to accept, but we have to move on. So, again, my deepest sympathy for the loss of your son, even though it's been a while. Okay, well, now we're going to go to Portage, and Mike's going to go down to Columbus and try out the quarterback for the Ohio State Buckeyes. Is that right, Mike? WACJJ, WA0AFD?
Good morning, Bill. Good morning to all that tuned in. This is Mike, WACJJ, located in Northwest Ohio. 36 degrees, and no, I don't really, well, I watched some of the games, had a deal out here, of course, a local Kroger superstore is, their home base is Columbus, Ohio, I mean, the mothership is down in Cincinnati, but, Kroger's, they had a promotion there for each game that they won, and they won quite a few. Kroger's would give out a free donut. Now, I have been known to try Kroger for nothing else but that free donut. Keep it in mind. So that's about the only football I ever to watch. Didn't understand it. Do watch occasionally the Bengals because I like the quarterback there. Good boy, my son was so that's about all about it. But anyway, I thought of the Indianapolis there, and they were doing the zip thing, and I believe they got poor sailors, that jumped out in the water, that private judge there just pretty sad. They were, I believe, coming back from delivering the bomb. I think that's what it was. Maybe one somebody else might remember that. Anyway, I mean, first of all, those folks, my father-in-law included, he died 2 years back at 93. He was in the 5th Air Force, 380th bomb. That's the greatest generation. Boy, those young boys, soon after, very soon thereafter, Pearl Harbor and off the war, but I really don't have much faith in this younger generation coming up. They're in their, roughly early 20s, younger. I don't know, it just don't have much faith in them. Everybody had a good day, and remember Pearl Harbor for sure. Back to you, Bill. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for the call. This is WACJC.
Okay, well, I could tell you in a few words what I think the problem is, but we're not supposed to do that, so I won't. But anyhow, Gary, thank you, Mike, and thank you for all you do for the Breakfast Club. And by the way, Gary, I'd like you to put your legal cap on. He violated his scholarship. I think Ohio State ought to engage his scholarship and send him a bill when that self-centered, inconsiderate, goes out there and plays in the big leagues. I think you have to send him a bill for about $40,000, $50,000, $70,000. Then since you breached your contract with us, what do you think about that solution? K0BUW, WA0AFD. Coach tell me after that Billy's not even there, Gary? I guess he moved on. All right, well, that spiel was for naught. Anyhow, good morning, Don. How are you this morning? Are you going to give us the opportunity to help pinpoint your location? W9DO and W0AFD.
Well, if you really want me to, I will.
Of course.
Oh, okay. WA0, another fine day. And the good old breakfast club, this are W9DON. Name is Don. And the QTH is at CQ Farm, and that's located about close to 10 miles south and west of the intersection of Interstate 80 and Interstate 39 here in north central Illinois. And is that good enough?
Yeah, and by the way, we think, but we're not sure that's off planet Earth. Anybody else have any data?
East of the Mississippi. What did it mean?
That means you're there, and good morning to you, Don.
Oh, okay. It did. Okay, thanks, guys. Really not sure what's going to happen today. Yesterday, the Santa Fe stayed in the shop the whole day. Didn't go anywhere. And I don't know as though I have to go anywhere today that I know of. But we'll see how things turn out. Other than that, I don't know. It's just kind of boring around here. Although, I'm smiling today because the sun is coming up. It's going to get warmer. But then watch out after that. I guess the bottom's going to drop out. So back to you, Bill. Good morning to all, W9DON.
KZOVUW. Yeah, Gary, I just called you. Hold on, I'll pick you up there. Okay, Don. Well, you know, Don, I just cannot imagine it ever being boring around you. I think you keep the ball, or the plate spinning, as they say.
Well, I don't know. I kind of unwalled the last couple of days. I didn't do a whole lot of work. I felt guilty yesterday afternoon. Finally get out and I climbed up on top of my diesel tractor and checked the antifreeze and stuff like that and make sure it's ready for the snowstorm. So I finally got something done. Over.
I don't believe that for a minute. I think you're Gary, you didn't probably hear my spiel. I said I think what they ought to do is they ought to tell that quarterback he breached his contract with Ohio State, and I think they ought to send him a bill for whatever the equivalent dollars are for tuition, $50,000, $75,000. Can you imagine somebody doing something like that after you had a free ride and a luxurious lifestyle to pull something like that? That just, wow. It just really burns my toes. K0VUW. W0AFD. Now, Gary, force yourself. Give us your opinion. Don't be laid back, buddy.
W9D12.
Got you.
I'll try not to. WA0AFD, K0VUW. Well, I would think the guy would have so much pressure from people, alumni, teammates, and that he'd recant his deal, but I don't know if he officially signed or what, but and I got that from my XYL, who is a avid Big Ten follower and Purdue graduate and all that kind of stuff, but it's the NCAA's fault. They shouldn't let that. And they shouldn't be paying kids to play ball and all this kind of stuff. It's just everything's off the peg. We'll just let that go. And I had something for Jerry. I had to run upstairs. If you called me, I missed it. I didn't think I was that quick here, but KU9S, man, and it's gone. I'll remember here in about 4 hours and go, darn. At any rate, I'll see what the temperature is. My little deer are all happy. They got fed, and their water tank was low. I just filled it up.
We're still at 40 degrees. We've been running at 40 all morning, and the sun is coming through this window like a spotlight. It is a huge fireball this morning. Really, really pretty. So, Bill, thank you for your efforts and running the net there, and hope you're doing well. I don't know if you heard the last time I said, hope your voice is getting better. You're sounding pretty good. And just a big howdy to one and all. This is Kilowatt Zero, Victor, Uncle Willie, Gary, in the greater woods of Wildwood.
Well, let me refresh your memory, Gary. This would have been his son's, I believe, 50th birthday. He was born and passed away. So, go ahead.
That I did not know. I don't think I even commented. I think that's when I was really down. I wasn't on the air much, but it wasn't about that. I'm sorry to hear about that, and I just can't. We lost 2 babies, and that's tough enough, but to have a growing person around and then lose them, you can do anything to me, but I won't care. But my wife or kids or whatnot, I'm a real wussy boy.
Amen, brother. Amen. And Gary, we kid around and give each other a hard way to go, but you the man. You the man in my book, bud. W9GZ, yeah, right. I just moved you to Nineland there, Gene. W0GZ, W0AFD. What's happening on Sweet Spirit Farm?
Hey, old person.
Don. Good morning, Bill. Old Chesterfield, Bill. This is Gene on Sweet Spirits Farm near New London in northeast Missouri. And right now, the temperature is 42 degrees. Predicted to get up to 63 today and down to 51 tonight. My golly, that's a real warming trend compared to what we've been having. And band conditions are good today. Background noise not very high. Things are cooking right along. I want to say a special howdy to old Don D.O.N. up there on CQ Farm and to Larry UFO. He's out in Mesa, Arizona. And to Dave HDM down in St. Peters, Missouri. And I heard old Jerry in there, KU9S. Shout out to you, Jerry. And also want to say a howdy to my neighbor over to the east, Steve, YTH. He's over there on Flint Hill Road. So that's about it from here, Bill. Thank you ever so much for taking the net. And I will surely look forward to next time. W0 Golf Zulu.
Whiskey Bravo 0. Uniform X-ray.
I had a coffee, Bill. I got you, Martin. Who's the other one?
WA9, Pump and Tango Whiskey.
Okay, Mr. PTW. Sorry about that. I picked up Martin and Delbert. Anybody else? Okay, well, buddy, it's always a pleasure to have you check in and let us know that we're pumping the bar energy in Sweet Spirit Farm. I'm going to pause here for 2 things. Not I. That's very self-serving. The Breakfast Club needs the net control tomorrow, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. And I cannot do it because I got a commitment at 8 o'clock. So, someone, if you would please consider taking the net in that tomorrow Friday, okay, at 7 o'clock. Do we have any additional questions before I move on to it? Any relays? Well, Mr. Randy, here she comes, buddy. It's stock changing time. I think that you need to get out your chemistry kit here. Check the quality of that stock. See if I need to change it out or not here. What do you think about that, buddy? W0GC, W0AFD.
W0AFD.
in the Breakfast Club, W0GT, West Burlington, Iowa. Morning, Bill. Morning, everybody on the Breakfast Club. We have 36 degrees, going to a whopping 55 today. How about that? Maybe 60 degrees tomorrow. Lots of rain coming in, I guess, Bill. Hey, we're headed towards the middle of December. How about a New Year's talk on there, Bill? How's that sound? Change the talk on the New Year. We'll start out 2024 in good shape. Hey, thanks for the coffee, Bill. Still tasting pretty good. And everybody have a great day. W0, another fine day. W0GT. Thanks, Bill.
KU99. KU9I, I got you, Well. I don't know if you guys know that, but I got a team here, Randy and Jim. Randy's the stock consultant, and Jim, N0AJ is my varmint control. He keeps all the varmints away from my water intake on the Missouri River. On a more serious note, always a pleasure, Randy. Hope you've been camping. Have a nice day. Now, this is Gary. I'm going to tell you this one more time. Pay attention. Start talking. Wait.
Well, good morning, Bill, and everybody on the net. This is C9SPP on the east coast of Iowa, where I've got 33 degrees and to go to 63. So, the haymakers up, shining on the trees. There aren't any leaves on them, finally. They're all on the ground, and mine are almost up and ready to go. Like my neighbor who came over and finished them up and swept them up, and he's going to Florida on the 10th, and he didn't want my leaves in his yard. So a little bit anal about his yard, but we're all anal about something. So anyway, I was just about Pearl Harbor. I was just looking at the internet, so you know it's true that the government is still, up until 2019 at least, was still identifying bodies from Pearl Harbor. Man, that's because they give them to their forensic people, and they've been identifying them with modern techniques. They've been identifying quite a few bodies. And we had an article about what somebody mentioned about your uncle being buried in the Arizona. They had a documentary on about that. And the divers take the ashes down and place them in the smokestack of the Arizona. So hopefully everybody's got a good day planned. I know I do. My daughter and her 2 very large dogs are coming over, and the 3 dogs will race up and down the hall and wrestle and growl and snarl, and then race some more. So it's gonna be frantic. So 7-3 Bill and everybody on the net. K9STP. And by the way, Bill, I'll go ahead and take Friday.
Start talking, please.
You talk too much. I wasn't done. I said I'll take Friday.
Well, now this next guy, 822. I should be able to remember his name. Oh, it's Bill. That's right. That's K9822. WA0AAD. That's fine with you.
Bill.
Well, good morning, Bill. The breakfast club is out there. WA8QQ. Nothing for 42 degrees quality, so it's pretty seasonable. And, well, it's kind of raining around here this morning. We're camping to get out to the good news is maybe they're going to look into it. That's the report from him, so we'll be heading over there too much longer than cheaper companies. Anyway, another thought for everybody out there. You know, starting your day with an early morning run is a great way to make sure that your day can't get any worse.
Well, Bill, I'm not trying to tell you this is the world's most. I'm telling you the truth. I start my day off with prayers. Of course, some mornings I forget. There's two Kathy's on there. There's Kathy and Red Kathy. So I pray for her every morning. She was helping.
She was
Take good care of her, and I know you do. Anyhow, always a pleasure to have you aboard. Well, now this next guy, Brad guy, I'm working on it, but I'm not making much headway. I'm trying to get him to change his allegiance to the baseball team. And I don't think it's going to work, but I'm going to keep trying. Anyhow, good morning, Brad. How are you, bud? KRX, WA0AFD, and we on to it. Don't tell me after all that, we'll stop there. Gary, would you give Brad a call? But somebody else gave him a call. That's Kilowatt Charlie 9, Kilowatt Romeo Extra. How about my Wildwood, Gary? You've got a big signal. I'm going strike too. Anybody else?
KC9 KRX, you're up.
Well, apparently he had to step away. Well, now we're going up to. Now listen to this, Bob. Remedial training. It took me about a year or two to get this here on the northeast corner of the state of Iowa. 0CBX, WA0AFG.
Okay, this is Whiskey Delta Zero, Charlie Victor Sierra, up here in northeast Iowa, in Aurora, home of Rupert House and NICC. Well, today our temp is 33 degrees, 33, and they say we might break a high today, so we'll see how that happens. Yeah, talking about stuff for the being the 7th. When I worked for Sears, the test tech that was with me, he was a chief petty officer on the USS Saratoga. So there was many stories he told. And my wife, she was a Iowa Patriot Guard writer. And she would plan the parties, and we went on trips on everywhere. And generally, I took pictures, so I was on the ship a photographer for it. So there's many stories I could tell you about that. And the people who gave their lives for this great country. Very endowed for it. So, back to net control. This is WD0 CBS.
Yeah, I was free at the time. I was born in October of 38. And my dad's younger brother, Uncle Gerald, served in the CDs. I don't know if you ever watched the American History Channel where the Marines would go into the South Pacific Islands and kick butt. And the CBs had to go in there and build the runways and the services. But my dad's brother, Uncle Gerald, unfortunately, he passed quite young from a cerebral hemorrhage. But I got a picture somewhere of me after the war was over with his, and he was a chief petty officer, and he chief petty officer hat on, so my Uncle Gerald, may he rest in peace. K9HKN. Well, good morning, Jim, and how are you? WA0AFD. Come on. Jim, Mr. HKS, where art thou, brother?
Yeah, Bill, do you have a camera on me?
No.
Because you call me every time I'm away.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah. You weren't supposed to hear that, so I tried to keep that away from you. You mean now it's out?
Apparently, you've been 100% this morning.
All right, well, Gary, I need all the help I can get, so anyhow. Let me try this one more time. K9HKF. Where are you this morning? WA0AFD. Give him a call, would you, Gary, just for grins?
Yeah, HKS. You out there, buddy? With he was just waiting for his new radio. Maybe he's trying to figure out how to work it.
Well, things like that do happen, but now we can always have a Dairy Queen Sunday. By the way, did I ever tell you I cleaned Dairy Queen machines when I was a youngster? I think about 10,000 times. DQS, FK0AFD, over. Don't tell me I got another one. DQS, where art thou? Yeah, you, Steve. DQS, Dairy Queen Sunday, where are you? Who is that? Okay, yeah, well, we've lost 2 in a row now, Jim, and now we've lost Dennis there. But I'll tell you what, I'll give you 10 to 1 odds. This Mr. Martin's out there. And by the way, I did reply back to your Facebook, $69.10. What's exactly what I got. WB0OUX, WA0AFD, over.
WA0AFD, WB0OUX. Okay, Bill, you say you did reply back to the email I sent you?
No, the Facebook. On your Facebook, you talked about that hefty increase in the Social Security.
Roger, yeah. Yeah, aren't you happy we got that big raise? It's, anyhow. Way less, probably an order of magnitude less than inflation. But anyway, it is what it is. Beats the heck out of a sharp stick in the eye. But, anyhow, let me get over here to my temperature. I know I had it here just a second ago, but lost it, so it'll come up again. It was 41 point something, so we'll see what it is when it finally comes up here. But we've got bright sunshine. Looks gorgeous out there. Hopefully it turns into the day they're predicting, mid 60s for a high today. So it's and there it pops up finally. It's 42.4 degrees. I think the low last night was 37 here, so it's warming up nicely, and hopefully that continues. Probably going to be a little windy with that kind of temperature change, but we'll take it if it gets up to the mid 60s. Anyhow, signals are actually pretty good this morning in spite of everything, and I'm not sure where all the guys are that you've been missing this morning. You got a good signal in here. It's plus 20, so the radio's working. I guess these guys got a call on something important, like a trip to the men's room there. Anyhow, you have a great day there. We'll look forward to catching you again.
Well, Martin, you don't live in St. Louis County. I forget which county you're in, but my real estate tax went up roughly 7%. So, thanks to St. Louis County, you ought to be glad you don't live in this quagmire, over.
Well, actually, Bill, I live in Franklin County, and a good friend of mine has property there in St. Louis County. His real estate taxes went up a percent or so less than they did here in Franklin County. The economy is so great that they have to, the value of the property is going up.
You're lucky you don't live in Wildwood. Taxes were higher?
Roger. It's hard to believe that Franklin County out here, it's this little county, it's not a little county, it's 960 square miles, something like that. But its taxes have historically been higher than a lot of the properties in St. Louis County. Now, that doesn't count the properties that are, in city limits as well. So. But the county taxes here per capita are higher than they are in St. Louis County.
Boy, that's not the case here. I have property in Franklin and here is at least twice as high.
Well, you're in Wildwood there, like I say. It doesn't count the city tax.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, they incorporated us. I got my property divided in 5-acre tracts, so when I die, my kids won't fight over stuff. But 50 years ago, that one of those 5-acre deals was $84 when it was just Glencoe unincorporated.
Last year, that same property, same grass, same everything, $3,200. Roger that.
Yeah, it's, you know, all those services from those cities, you got to pay for those.
Oh, yeah, the running tracks and stuff, real important.
Roger that. Thankfully, I live far enough away from any town, and unless somebody decides to incorporate the little community of Fort Hudson, that's population would be about 10 or 12, and I don't see, knowing all the folks around me, I don't see that happening. WB9VGO.
Hey, Mr. Bob, I got you. Anybody else? Well, I'll tell you what I think we ought to do, and Bob, you might comment on just having a breakfast club meeting and not that nonsense off about talking about controversial stuff. Just have a great big 4-hour pitching contest. And boy, I bet that thing can go on and on and on and on. But in the meantime, I better go to Pastor Delbert here. Let me say thanks. And by the way, Martin, thank you for checking in and all you do for the breakfast club before I forget. W-A-9-C-C-W, W-0-A-B. How are you this morning?
W-A-0-A-M-C is the breakfast club. W-A-9-C-C-W. Broadcast around the north. Like a nice
When these politicians have to buy votes by pumping more money, all they do is devalue it. So you get the nail right on the head. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out you can't spend more money than you bring in. But the government does it, and they run the script, and you know what I mean. But anyhow, Delbert, thank you very much. Okay, Bill, back it off. You're getting political. Bob? Am I forgetting political there? I know you're a man of no opinion. You're very low key, right? W-0-M-B.
Boy, you need to get a wrinkle.
No, you're not getting too political, Bill. Good morning to you, Uncle Don. Good to hear you in there this morning. W-A-0-A-S-K-U-I in Rockport, Illinois. 13.4 degrees here this morning, 3-4. It's been hanging right around that every single morning, 33, 34 degrees. And it's just not moving off of that. However, it probably is going to change because we're going to get up to the 50s today. I think it's supposed to get up to 52 degrees. This is crazy stuff. At this time of the year, man, it should be windy, snowy, cold, all that kind of good stuff. Oh, well. Hey, we'll take it if we get it. So, hey, good to hear you here this morning, Bill. Apparently you're doing a little subbing for Earl. I got a good great Earl today. Tomorrow, that VGO guy who just checked in. Good morning to you, Bill. Good to hear you this morning, too. And you're moving all the breakfast calls that you copied me out there this morning. The band seems like it's changing a little bit. I guess it's probably, this is a norm for this time of the day as the sun is making the lands brighter and brighter. Hey, thanks for the coffee, Bill. Always enjoy a little Chesterfield coffee. I don't get that too much. So today is a good day, getting a new flavor of coffee. It's the day after the Mississippi Mud Coffee. And you know who says that? That's Jerry. If you're calling me, Jerry, good morning to you. So good day, everybody. Thanks for having me in here, Bill.
the Missouri River and about 20 miles west of the combined Missouri-Mississippi River. You know that, right?
I didn't really know that. I know he's down there by St. Louis. But, so what, you have a special blend of coffee?
Oh, yeah, but I got one small problem. I get these two guys mixed up, Juan Valdez and Jose Cuervo. I can't remember which one I used for coffee.
You know, a smart guy like you probably figure it out, bro.
Good morning to you. Yeah, you don't normally check in with me. You're on more like the later on. Well, Mr. Steve, I know you're still in recovery, buddy, but it's so good to hear you. How are you this morning? This is your YTA. W0AFD.
I'm back, K9HKS.
Checking in or making a comment. Who was that, Steve?
I don't know if you called me yet or not, Bill. I was out of the room for a while. K9HKS.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm going to pick you up after I pick up Mr. Bob, okay? Okay, and I called you also, so you'll be after him, okay? All the late, all the guys I missed because I got you, Mr. KRS. And by the way, yeah, I picked up HKS, DQS, and KRDF, and KRS, that's Mr. Bob. What can I say? You know what, Bob? I have a very confusing, no, never mind. Never mind. Move on, Bill. WB9, the great operator. He has recently decided to become the head control, and he does a great job. But he says, I think exceptions to that, actually a very good operator. So have we been able to come to terms on that with him, Mr. Bob? WB9 BCOW0AFD.
Okay, very good morning, Bill. I got a high noise level here all of a sudden, but good morning to you. Good morning to everyone on the net from Downers Grove, Illinois, where we've got sunshine, which looks good, and 33 degrees. We're looking at a high today of about 50. Might be warmer than that coming up. I just haven't updated the page from yesterday, but some really mild weather, 50s the next 3 days, which is not normal, but I think it's the new normal. This is our new normal. So we're not in a few years, people won't even be batting an island at 50, 60 degrees around Christmas time. You know, you'll be having a Christmas barbecue out there. So that's just
what to expect.
Just an FYI, I told you already, Bill, but a reminder, I won't be able to do my net tomorrow. I get a doctor's appointment, and they scheduled it right when I'm supposed to be net control. Go figure. So with that, I'll turn it back to you, 73 to 1 and all, and have a good day. WA0AFD, WB9VGO.
Oh, yeah, Bob. Well, I put that out at the top of the hour, and I'm going to make another request in my Well, normally, if no one volunteers, I can pick it up, but I got an 8 o'clock commitment. So, if no one picks it up, I may run it till 7:30 or and drop it out. But Where were you? But maybe an announcement for stewardship. K98. No, that's a different story. WA0AFD.
Yeah, WA0AFD, K9HKS. Okay, Bill. I've been in and out of the room here a couple of times, and just trying to keep up with things around here. Anyway, it looks like a nice day here, nice clear sky, and it's about 35 degrees right now, but it's supposed to get up in the 50s here today, so we're looking forward to a nice day here. Good to hear everybody this morning. Got quite a gang on here today. And I'm playing with my new radio here, so I might sound different, bassy, maybe high pitch, I don't know. I'm monkeying with all the buttons on it here. You got a new FTDX 101 MP, and there's more knobs and stuff to adjust, so trying to get it to sound like my other radios if I can, but I got to read the book a little bit more here because it's totally different. Well, it's a lot like my FTDX 10, but in a way it's different too, so we're going through it and playing around and trying to set the controls the same. So that's the story here. So good to hear you this morning, and hope you have a good day. And everybody that's on here, we'll catch you later on. WA0AFD, K9HKS, Jim, Sterling, Illinois.
What kind of radio is that, Jim? It sounds good to me.
That's a Yaesu.
What brand and what model?
FTDX 101 MP.
Anybody else want to comment before we move on? Anybody else want to comment on Jim's audio? It really sounds good to me.
Yeah, it sounds great in Wildwood.
Well, thanks, Gary. Yeah, you got a good ear down there. I went through and did some different changes on the audio setting. Usually, you get a new radio there. I don't know, to me, there's two basses, so I got a scratchy voice this morning, so might have something to do with it too. But anyway, thanks for the report. Appreciate it.
Best mic to use with that is the MD100. Don't buy the higher price version, but the basic MD100, and it'll work super at standard settings. Just a fancier stand. The internal workings is the same. Buy the cheaper one, the 100, and it really works well. And use standard settings, the factory settings to start, and don't mess with the up or down or low or whatnot. It'll sound great. It sounds good. I've got on all my uses. I tried different things, and Bob Heil and I have been friends since we were kids, and it still doesn't work as good as the MD100 with the Yaesu.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, thanks for the report. Appreciate it. K9HKS, Sterling, Illinois.
What was that?
Telling Jim not to break my new radio.
Your new radio? What do you mean, your new radio?
I bought that for him, didn't I, Jim? Yeah, I forgot to tell you that, Bill. I got a little thing in the mail the other day, and Don bought this radio for me. I was saying all them bad things about him, and he ordered this new radio, and I got it yesterday. I could hardly believe it.
Is this really true, or is this one of your guys' make-believe